Hello, guys. Hello. Ska-IH. Skahi. Bro, why do people choose names that I can't pronounce? Hello. Hey, Killjoy. Hey, Trubon. Kazuma. Spacey. Does anyone have Martin cents? I heard that is 0.39800. Yeah, probably not the place to ask for Martin cents, given. Should I DM him? Do you want me to DM him on Twitter? Should I DM him and see if he responds? Wait, Twitter's not working right now, I don't think. What are we reviewing today? BBL Gentlemits. Hey Red Devil. Hey Pink. Ardil? RD? Ard1L? Astra EA26. Pinker Yay. Santiago looking stacked. Santiago looking like the weirdest tournament of all time. When you load this page, when I load this, doesn't this look like an off-season tournament? This just looks like an off-season tournament. This looks like, oh, okay. Oh, we got this. This looked like a kickoff event, and then we go, oh fuck, it's fucking, I don't know. Bro, I wish I knew the name of a fucking off-season tournament. Bro, Twitter is fucking down. Radiant Invitational. Yeah, it's a soup. It's a soup. Was Fnatic just exhausted yesterday, or was Liquid actually too good? Right. Okay. That's that. I wish Twitter was working right now. Bro, I put in Twitter Lohan as if Lohan was gonna come up and not fucking Lindsay Lohan. Twitter's so dead. Okay, this is my take. Out of these 3 maps, we didn't prac 2 of the comps. That's how much we trust each other. This team didn't even prac 2 of the comps they played. I know there's some Fnatic fans here, but that's concerning. They just fucking played. They just rocked up with new comps and won. Like that's. The comps they picked were good though. Like they were playing some good shit, and it is like a testament to how this meta is like kind of just shooting people. But winning on 2 comps that you've never played before is a little bit concerning. It's a little bit concerning. I feel kind of justified in my alpha year arc kind of statement. But honestly, I don't want to kind of put salt in the wound. I don't put salt in the wound. And I know how much like me saying stuff means more than other people saying stuff when it comes to Fnatic. And I don't want to piss off anyone. Because like, let's be real, like it's like all you noobs would be like, if Fnatic qualified, you'd be like, oh yeah, they're playing cool stuff. And like it's fine. But because you lost, you're probably like, oh, many said they shouldn't be playing fucking KO and shit. Therefore, you know. You're a bunch of bandwagoning hindsighters. That's what happens usually. Okay. The other thing I wanted to note quickly before we get into stuff, whilst we wait for some viewers. is that this was my tier list. I did a little tier list before kickoff. Of like players like 1 to 5 in each role. And looking back on the list, I feel like it's not bad. I think the only egregious thing is that Lover's Rock isn't here in the top 5. Like if we do look at the top stats, I think that like you're seeing like most of them are in, most of the players I have are in the top like 25. I think like 18 of them are. But then when you take a closer inspection, the only people that qualified for Santiago is 8 of them, which is fucking crazy. Yeah. But look at this. Like look at this. Like I got glazed myself a little bit. Got my boy Martin in here. Got Wayne snuck in there. Stars. Who would have put Stars at 4th best initiator in the league? I bet none of you would. Comebacks let me down a little bit. Woots let me down. Heretics in general let me down. Look how stacked this is, by the way, as well. Look how stacked this roll is. Like, this is without even, like, Vikaj or Alpha, maybe. Like, who else is here? Like, Yeta J Westside. Like, look how stacked Santis are in. Like, Benji had a decent finish towards the end. And then when Echo's back as well. The fucking Senti row is stacked as fuck, man. Even, fucking, what's his name? What's his name? Yeta J's even there. Who am I thinking of? Creven. Like, there's not a single just, like, roll over at Senti in the league right now. Is the Rose Goat. Is the Rose Goat. We will find out after this VOD review. You think Ulf will shake up EMEA when they start getting their team? Yeah, I mean, Ulf should be good. If I was doing this list right now, if I was doing this list right now, oh wait, if I did this list like before kickoff and Sop was playing, I would have put Sop here probably, or maybe here. I'd have him at 3 or 4. Like, that's how good I think this kid could be. Can you argue that Lover's Rock has been playing better than The Rock? Yes. Lover's Rock would be here. Where the fuck is Lover's Rock? This is this was before kickoff. This isn't my idea post kickoff. This is me admitting how stupid I was to not have Lover's Rock in here at all, if you're confused. Where the fuck is my boy? He would be here. Like, he would be number 1. And Martin, like, it would be like this or something. Sop overrated. Sop overrated. I'm like the only person that talks about Sop. Maybe he had maybe his time here was an overperformance, but if he continues to play like this, then he is like top 5. What do you think about Glyph? I don't really have much of an opinion on Glyph, and we'll find out. The fact that he's playing Astra every map is very strong. Obviously here he's struggling a little bit, but like we'll see. We'll see what he's doing. But playing Astra is like a big fucking tick from my head. Hey Shia. Why don't I use dark mode? Because I don't know. I usually do. I don't know why it's not on. How long do you think teams like Energy and Fnatic would take to adopt two-zone duelist? Or anti-two-zone duelist? But I think that Fnatic are in a better position to adopt an anti-double duelist. I think the Energy are in a tougher spot. If Energy want to play 2x duelist, I said this before, they don't have, they have to put Ethan on smokes. Like, it has to be like, I think it has to be like Ethan smokes, Mada still plays like, you know, the duelist stuff. And then like Kiko plays duelist. And then they got Brock and Scuba, you know, here. So Ethan basically has to become a primary smokes player, which might be part of the reason why they don't like the idea right now, but unfortunately it is kind of the reality. What about Ethan, Perma, Yoru, and Scuba Smokes, Kiko, Senti? If you're putting your IGL on Yoru, then you've lost. The other thing is that I think whilst Ethan has had decent performances on Yoru, historically, I don't think it's like something that... I don't think he can maintain this level. I don't think that he can maintain this level. To me, Ethan's not a... like... I don't explain it. It's like, he can frag, but to me, he's not supposed to be the consistent hard fragger on the team, you know? He's more supported, yes. So I don't want your Ethan IGO Yoru. Someone just writes Vitality. Jason plays Yoru though on IGL. If you think that Jason is IGLing the same as NRG, then you're wrong. Like, Paperx don't IGL in the same way. It's not an IGL system in the same way. Like, Wendler's here to laugh. Like, Wendler can confirm that it's not like... I guarantee you Jason probably doesn't even make the initial call in most of the rounds. Okay, right, let's start the VOD before we stop yapping and getting clip farmed. What does your ideal anti-duelist look like? I'm not gonna say, but Chamber is part of it. It's probably some kind of like... well, I don't know. The ideas floating around have stuff to do with Chamber, basically. Okie dokie. Right, map 1, Haven. Haven, to me, I thought was a must-win for Gentlemates. For BBL, sorry. Why does it change every time? Okay. I thought it was kind of a must-win for BBL. Not a must-win for BBL. I thought that this was a 1-0, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I didn't suspect that Gentlemates would be able to beat BBL on Haven, because historically, BBL being... like, if you looked at their, like, history on this map, they basically just win it. They have a 71% win rate on it, and they just pretty much just win it most of the time. Oh wait, no, this isn't even the real BBL. This is fucking... this is the old BBL. Long story short, they're good at Haven. And so the fact that Gentlemates won this map was kind of huge, to be honest. But yeah, we'll watch. And Gentlemates had never played it in the tournament yet. So we're kind of confused as to what they might actually end up doing. I did see some weaknesses from BBL when I was watching their Haven before. Against Vitality specifically, BBL played 1A for most of the game on defense and got away with murder. So maybe that might come into this VOD too. Hey Sonia, hey Warzo. Will you do Fnatic TR VOD review? Yes, but not now. I will be VOD reviewing every single final of every region throughout the next 2 weeks, but we start with the upper finals for every region, and I will be working through EMEA now because I have plat chat tomorrow. And I need to actually have some opinions.
Comfortably to this final now to face off against BBL.
Yeah, and redemption is such a great word for it too. I think that we've seen
Interesting conditioning star. I don't think it's conditioning. I think this is just a star for when you go fast A, they just want to stun or stun, yeah.
Like this. And BBL starting out on the defending side, gentlemates on the attack. Similar look.
So immediately mates with a fake. Your TP, we see Cypher and Astra moving towards this way. It might be a good anti-strat. BBL playing a 1-3-1, which is a very common pistol, well, a pretty common pistol. And the 1-3-1 is basically an over-rotation flood. And so by doing this, they pull the rotation completely across, and they're going to have a free set on C pretty much. So Gentle Mates have won this round.
Going to be exchange here towards Cyro's actually opting to stick around, so
Leaving the camera here is also interesting. For the in case they re-clear, it's kind of cool.
meanwhile, we'll try and pressure towards Robbers Rock here.
The rotation is still quite quick though. If they get stalled at all here, they could have 4 people in on time. So they do get in time. The Cypher cages were enough. Honestly, not bad. What happened to this Neon here? Why is Neon lurking? Yeah, I mean, I don't love the Neon lurk, but... Is there any util they could have used here that actually would have helped? Their exec has nothing. Their exec is just 2 shock darts. There's no Astra stars being placed. Yeah, I mean, the exec wasn't very good. The strat was good. The exec wasn't. I know it's a pistol round, so they're kind of resourced.
Down to 7 ahead of Bepo here for the pistol. On the swing, potentially addicted early on, but BBL don't look phased initially.
Well, they can remember, Sarzo was given blind. Hopefully he's feeling good today. No excuses, right?
That's funny. 33 different players.
But for BBL, they're going to sit there and obviously
They will welcome that sort of challenge.
All right. Simple stuff this round, though, Mike.
No investment, just classics. Could actually going to find the slam onto Martin here. Man advantage for BBL once more.
Okay, just anti-eco, nothing interesting.
I mean, it's become collateral damage.
5C. 5C? What is going on? How do they know? Why do they think? Because I'll be honest, this gentlemate's idea to go C on an anti-bonus is pretty dreadful. But then BBL got 5C.
Tension down on the stage. We'll actually have a brawl out for C long here. The Rock again going so deep.
Yeah, but again, you set that bar. You put the aggression to them.
Wonder, can you help me? Is there any reason? Is there any reason without referring to illegal activity, how they could know? Like, what is that? I've never seen a 5C stack before. It's not like their buy is bad. It's a bit weird. Because, like, usually if you're going to stack something, you would still have a recon coming in here. You'd still do stuff. You just go 3-1-1 or something. Maybe they scrimmed each other a long time ago on Haven and they just saw that mates went C on their, like, anti-bonus or something. So yeah, poor anti-bonus from Gentlemen. I like to see these. I like these clones that people are doing, like these like pre-round clone placements. Ooh, that's kind of cute.
Gonna be some
Making it sound like there's actually activity on sewers and it's just like long. Lovers Rock loves this peak, by the way. He farmed Fnatic with this peak. You just push through this smoke and you just look.
forward once more.
Yeah. If I was good at the game, I would do that.
So sick to watch. This is the synergy.
This is the kind of shit that like just caught Fnatic off consistently.
That you love seeing with this side. Small ideas and it's working wonders. This is the synergy that you love seeing with this side. Small ideas and it's working.
And I love you can pretty much like you can pretty much summarize BBL's defense as like the activity of the duelists and the fights everywhere else, and then Kraven just basically picks up the scraps. Like Kraven on his map's job is to just be very comfortable at delaying here, and they'll just do stuff like everywhere else on the map, you know.
Another body drop for the rock, and you're right, it is only pistols, but the tone and the tempo stays the same. It's this almost overwhelming amount of pressure. Nice shot from Martin. Really the only one to be maybe having an impact so far. 2 kills to the name, but could create some space off this.
Get a plan through here at least.
They went C round 3. Oh, okay. In Project Blender.
At least here.
Okay.
Looking to make some
Maybe it's just a read on
right here, but doing a double.
There he is.
Early pressure back.
Could create really the only... Right, it is only pistols, but the tone and the tempo stays the same. It's this almost overwhelming amount of pressure. Nice shot from
nice
Martin.
shot.
Really the only one to be maybe having an impact so far.
Wait, a full smoke here.
To the name, but
Weird.
could create some space off this.
Get a plan through here at least.
4v3 retake. They've not got guns. BBL should be fine.
Early pressure back onto site here, but doing a double.
No, it's over.
Tap of the orb. One enemy.
And yeah, curious to see what was it again? Because as soon as the first blood,
The fuck are these stars? Oh, this star. This star might literally just be because Lovers Rock is doing this thing. I mean, I think at this point, if Lovers Rock keeps doing this, you just don't smoke here, right? I guess.
comes through, back away, and a little bit of pressure onto site.
One thing I will say, Starzo 0-4 so far, feeling a little bit of that other side of the pressure that he tried to put on them at one point. Needs to get that ball rolling now, right? A delayed beginning to the conversion.
Drone middle. Why are they trying to middle?
0-4 so far, feeling a little bit
Oh, because they saw the Euro here with the camera, so they're just clearing middle.
of that other side of the pressure that he tried to put on them at one point. Needs to get that ball.
I think it's better to wait here. I think this is a moment where, like, because Starzo thinks there might be people down here. I would set the round up a little bit more and then drone and then be in a position to react. If Starzo sees people mid right now, we're not really in a position to actually go quickly.
Now, right? A delayed beginning to the conversion of the bonus. They're back on the buy here. They have an ult with Martin to play with.
Like, I think there's one thing that Bosa does quite well is that, like, when he has a bit of information, it's like he'll play around it quite nicely in, like, situations like this. Albeit, obviously, overthinking maybe sometimes.
Issue being Lovers Rock, an operator here for this buy round.
I like this too. So the drone baits out the smoke, and then Lovers Rock is just like, well, fuck it, I'll just go create pressure.
The Rock trying to go forwards once more. The stun's gonna
Christ.
They don't stop, man. They finally buy here. They have an ult with Martin to play with. Starzo's 2 away.
Wow.
2 away from Glyph as well.
Issue being Lovers Rock. An operator here for this buy round. The Rock trying to go
I don't love this just one-man reaggression
forwards once more. The stun.
into, like, BBL know that, like, there's something happening here, and they don't really know what's happening here. It's a bit risky. It's a bit mental. I understand that maybe they feel like it's a B right now, but I don't know. I'm not focused on anyone, just both sides. Watching both. So a little bit too hard on the proactivity from BBL.
It's gotta be operator. Martin's got one on the other side. And we know the aggression's gonna be here. Barrel noted. How long do they
I'm wondering why do we want Cypher here? Is it maybe it's just comfort that Kraven just likes this peak? I don't know. It's a bit risky. Is it riskier having your smokes die or a Cypher die? I don't know.
play on this?
For some reason, it just feels nice to have Omen here, but I could be wrong. Because Omen could also paranoia. This is the problem. Like, this is a good idea, like the push mid. But the way mates are formed, like, they know what's happening, and then they're just taking all this A space. So now it's like, what to make BBL do? Like, traditionally, when you play heavy mid and the opponent takes A, you want to kind of get a little flank going. But they can't because they're kind of contained in. So they're kind of fucked if mates just go A right now, right? This Yoru TPing being C-side of the map, I think, is incorrect. I think this TP needs to be here. Like, yeah. We have 4C, basically. This was the issue this was an issue I saw with BBL versus Vitality, that Vitality didn't punish at all. And so I do wonder if mates end up either purposefully or accidentally punishing this. Like, Rose is fucked. Like, retake A is not fun. He's so susceptible. He gets the recon down, but this could easily just be 4 people right now in his face. The mates are kind of fucking up. But mate, BB aren't doing anything though. They're still just staying.
Yeah, he's a little bit ahead of the pack. That's my
He puts another TPC.
worry, but Rose is alone, right? There's still that main focus towards middle for BBL. So,
So yeah, so at least they're going for it now, but they might get seen and then trip. Full retake A. Full retake A against a Yoru Neon ult. It's not exactly... Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this, honestly. The drone, I think drone here is poor from Rose too. I think the drone needs to be coming in slightly later. Like, I think the drone needs to be coming in when we start the flank a bit more, you know? Like, he's basically used that drone to try and get a pick, but there's no pick.
now, Lovers Rock going to be investing the ult this round. There is one towards Sewer. Yeah, got a paranoia to post off this as well. See, there we go.
Like, the drone should be coming in, like, now, you know? Glyph's shot there was incredible.
There we go. Stun that. Couldn't quite get the second. So close, but now in trouble. Outdone by Martin. This is already so high tempo. 3v3. All gonna come in. Give away the game. Paranoia is primed. Send through. Bieber does well to catch Loiter on the push-up. Now down to the 2. Kreven and Rose got to get a move on if they want this. But Gentlemates have the numbers, but they don't have the position. Kreven should have that one. It's Rose to claim it, but time is ticking.
Yeah. So when people on Twitter say about perfect, the game is optimized, perfect macro, and someone plays 1A the entire round, that's the kind of shit we gotta start like, investigating. This is a common problem in the EMEA. There's a lot of teams leaving 1A the entire round, and it's really bad. This is like a nice attempt, but ultimately I think they should have just been flooded A. The Euro TP twice towards C is a mistake. I'd much rather be in a position to actually try and defend A there, in my opinion. Mates hit it to his Cypher, yeah, yep. No, nobody said BBL plays perfect macro. I was just memeing on Roy saying that, like, all the maps are optimized and everyone's playing perfect macro, it's just the micro that matters or something. When, like, teams are, like, making blatant macro mistakes consistently. Why do you think G2 ran Leaf on Breach? I think the players wanted to run Breach.
Form in this round. So much
I think it's historically I think that G2 have wanted to play this kind of plus W style, but their version of it was Breach. And you saw that last year on some maps. And I think it's just the players not being very smart with reads on agent strength.
on the back lines and
It's not necessarily about putting a star player on Breach. It's about the fact that Breach is fucking terrible.
beautiful shot. Again, it's Martina. Look at the commitment to deal with that pressure. In BBL, like I said previously, showed how
Like, to me, Breach is an agent that reduces your skill ceiling massively. So, like, if your like, it basically, like, G2 should be looking to go for a skill ceiling which wins them trophies. But Breach basically, in this meta, just means that you can't win a trophy.
to explore the map, take that space away, really get behind some of these early drifts away from a default. The Gentlemate's able to stick the landing here on a second, and BBL still to purchase, but it's not without gaps.
You can feel that momentum swinging, right? You can start seeing the Gentlemates
Just, but it's not able to stick the landing here on a second.
Now 4A. So it's like they played the 1A and then they're like, fuck it, 4A. A little bit obvious, maybe.
BBL still to purchase, but it's not without gaps.
You can feel that momentum swinging.
I never felt that. So BBL making this reaction to me, I never felt like mates were just sending it A, if that makes sense. It's not like they were hard contesting lobby every round. So I don't think the 4A call here was necessary, but I understand why.
Gentlemates again to play their own game.
The other thing is that against Sova ult, maybe you don't even want to play C-site anyway, because it is a bit of a disaster to try and hold against it. So playing for retake's fine. They're going to establish flank, and they're already in position to start retake.
Does this land well? I think we've got a no tag on that. Bloody hell, he was close on that though.
I would like to see them go this way, please.
I don't think he knows how much though. But a quick rotation and fast pace is going to be the name of the game again. Let's look at this retake.
This is a mistake.
Any tools? Rock's got a couple bits and pieces, but
They just need one, kill this fucking trip and have one person at least, like, pressure here.
still good util to play with. Gentlemates have to be ready for this flood.
What's this, one-way smoke? I mean, I don't, yeah. He's got the fucking wall still, so I understand.
And here we go.
Oh god, that's terrible. Larocque? What are you doing, bro?
Larocque instantly denied, but the trades come in. BBL are starting to clear through the side. What remains?
How the fuck is this side of this? What is the post plant? Well, he got an Astro. Don't we use Astro over here? We just use Astro, maybe?
Here, and the pressure coming through Garage needs to amount to something.
And here we go. Indeed, Larocque instantly denied.
Why is this player... Who is this? Starzo?
Through here, and the pressure.
No. Mini.
Play with. Gentlemates have to be ready for this flood.
Gonna be a flash come through here, and the pressure coming
What's he doing? What's he doing?
through Garage needs to amount to something.
He's moved onto the box.
We go.
Oh, I see. He's trying to help the garage. It's kind of a nice angle. Someone just needs to stand here. This angle is terrible.
Indeed, Larocque instantly denied.
Bippo should just go into this spot. I don't know. The post plant... Yeah, the post plant's not amazing. I like the cage idea, though.
Now onto the side, Mini gets cleared. It's all on Grid.
Kills the
It's right there with him looking at this. The positioning to get away with it, right? Finding two. Swinging out on that third and then be able to convert.
No stars as well for post.
Tilt pools. No tag play their own.
one out gaps.
You can
A second, and
Sorry, I just really want to see what stars he's using to...
it's not one out gaps.
you can feel that momentum swinging, right? You can start seeing the Gentlemates again be able to play
Smoke got used.
does this land well? I think we've got a no tag on that. Bloody hell, he was close on that though. I don't think he knows how much.
Where is he using stars? That
This is gonna be the name of the game again.
he used stun. He still got Gravwell.
Larocque's got a couple bits and pieces, but still good util to play with. Gentlemates have to be ready for this flood.
Oh, he Gravwell now off the flash. Okay, a little bit early, but it is what it is.
To the
Teams, vitality.
How is BBL tactically? As a casual, I thought BBL seemed worse than mates, and I feel like they will pretty middle of the pack in Santiago. I I think the mates are generally slightly better strategically. But that doesn't matter. Like, the gap isn't big enough to matter. Like BBL are just
Really kind of encompass that nothing to lose sort of mentality. It's like,
better.
why
Maybe.
would we be scared? Why would we not come here and do what, you know, how we like to play the game and ultimately rely on that.
Coach Mini, is it safe to say the best coach of all time in Val? Is he going to be on Plat Chat tomorrow? Yes, the best coach of all time will be on Plat Chat tomorrow.
So reliable in these situations to find a kill or two and potentially put Gentlemates in a position now to start.
Lose for BBL, maybe until now. The reality check of
And the worst coach of all time, Sliggy will be.
it does change the dynamic.
You get the yin and the yang.
Sort of pressure, best of 5 as well. It's a completely different ballpark.
Yeah, let's
Mechanically, I guess my thought is individual form is more variable than macro of the team. In this meta, individual skill matters more than macro. Like, the game has become shoot your gun. Like, there has been one team out of, is it 16? No, 12. 1 out of 12 teams go into Santiago play non-double duelist. So 11 out of 12 teams play double duelist. Like, it's a shoot your gun meta.
see. Taking that
Starter and Glyph need to step up. They are literally not shooting. Sometimes I feel like maybe I do need to change the chat so that you can't rage bait me. Is Starter really that low down? Actually, he did kind of fall down after a while. His opening games were good though, I thought. He went plus 11. He went plus 10. He went 0. It must have been these two games he struggled, right? Minus 20. Minus 17. I mean, he's the IG of the team. Like, I'm cutting him slack, you know? Thank you, Nerve. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it.
timeout. 4-3. Still in the lead.
Who's the one? NRG.
But obviously this purchase
Is this a meta you'd like to coach in? You seem more macro focused than a shoot your gun enjoyer. I would say I like macro more, but like, I think the fact that like you got, how do I explain this? I think that I would be able to, if I was coaching a team like Fnatic, I think I'd be able to, I don't want to reference Fnatic. If I was coaching a team that, if I was head coaching a team, I would, I think I'd have a good read on how to play double duelist, but also I would probably be looking at how to counter it, if that makes sense. Thank you, Hyun. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate it a lot. Yeah, so I actually quite like this meta because I would actually be able to get some sleep. There's not as much you need to do, and it's a little bit simpler, but I think that I think there's still a lot you can do, if that makes sense. There's still a lot you can do. So yeah, no, I actually like the idea of coaching this meta. I think it get, honestly, as a viewer, as someone analyzing this meta, I'm more bored. Like, because we have, again, 11 out of 12 teams play double duelist. And we haven't seen a single team like adapt to like a counter to this yet. It's just people just running double duelist. So right now I'm just kind of, as an outsider, it's more boring. If I was in the server, it'd be actually more fun. Do you think they make changes to Waylay before Master Santiago? If they touch Waylay before Santiago, I'd feel sorry for the teams. I hope they change Waylay before stage 1. NRG don't run double duelist.
considering their approach. It looks like they might actually
Chamber is part of the counter to double just.
on the anti-eco.
Yeah, the rocks there.
But I think there's other options too. I do think there's like more than that, but
I think he's decided he doesn't want to shoulder that completely.
I think Chamber is basically the answer.
Smoke there. Do they swing it? Is there anything to maybe instigate this? There it is. Dark goes on C-side with the
This is something that Anders was picking up a lot when watching EMEA. Is again, if we're talking about perfect macro, going B on an anti-eco is probably the worst decision you can make. It is literally the easiest site in the game to retake. And then you also have all these tight little corners and chokes that like you can get abused from with a smoke, right? So a very stupid decision to just go straight into B in my opinion. I think on this map you want to be exploring the extremities a little bit. Make sure you clear that middle. And then you can scout and make a decision.
Elsewhere, Gentlemate's considering their approach. It looks like they might actually be toying with the idea of a B hit.
Well, I don't coach anymore. I still coach, but I don't coach formally as like a head coach. I'm a consultant now. I don't coach because it ruined my life. I'm joking, but like it's too demanding. It's not fun. Like I'm a much happier person now that I don't have to coach in a head coaching capacity or a full-time capacity.
Yeah, the rocks there, but I think he's decided.
Can you explain what macro means? Macro just means like just think. When I say macro, just think strategy.
Sitting towards that connector on C-side with the smoke there. Do they swing it? Is there anything to maybe?
I think Yoru is the strongest duelist still, but I think Waylay has like Waylay's got a little bit more novelty value still. So like to me, like I really like watching the Yoru Waylay, and I really like watching the Neon Waylay right now. In terms of like double duelist comps, in terms of single duelist comps, I think that they're all pretty decent. I think the Waylay is the hardest though in a single. What about Euro Phoenix? I'm not a big fan of the Euro Phoenix. not the biggest fan. I think it's I don't think it's bad. I think I prefer ISO at that point. Especially after the TF Fnatic match, the way they know is going to get a higher pick rate. Do you prefer the living drone style of Neons? What's the living drone style? What change do you think would be good to wear there? I think the discussion I was having with Anders was, I think the idea was like just make the saturate smaller. I think I genuinely think though, if you make the saturate smaller, I would actually increase the like time of the gun. So like my idea was like if you make the saturate smaller and then increase gun pull-out time, it means that solo Waylay becomes more valid. So you can actually capitalize off your own util. Agent probably needs a rework. I don't think it needs a rework. I think you can nerf it. You are a BBL coach or OR mate? I am not a coach for either team. Do you think a jet buff could be due for the diversity of the meta? Nope. I think you nerf the other agents. Maybe a slight jet buff, but like nothing. Just don't. No. Can you upload the VOD reviews from a few days ago? No. I truly would have to go and do video editing, which I can't be bothered to do. I leaked some stuff by accident. I shouldn't be leaking. How's coaching Zeta? We had a good chat today about stuff. I want to get through this VOD review though, so maybe not the time to talk about everything. I love this tech from So this happens quite a lot. So the Euro Astra obviously is a big combo that Martin's very used to playing on KC, but this has become specifically a really cool thing where like you see a player, you go behind the ult, you come out of your ult behind the wall because they can't hear you, and then bang, free kill. Really nice from Martin. But also at the same time, this is like a kind of fake for the like to go B. Like the wall is like still to go B, which is kind of interesting. But because the kill happens, they just go C, I think. A little bit messier than what it should have been. Stars with the cheeky little drone there just to check the back of the side. Oh, that's nice. Just peek straight away. Nice. No overcomplication at all. Yeah, I think Waylay needs to be nerfed.
Absolutely. Kreven, previously a player that's been
A bit off topic, but which city did you prefer while traveling with teams? Santiago looks cool. I agree. Like I do think like one of the annoying things is that I hope that like I'm get good enough at broadcast that like I'm just sent to these events because I do miss going traveling. Like my traveling is involved just going to Berlin. I mean I went to Japan, but I got fucking sick. Like Iceland was nice just because it's so scenic and beautiful, but I didn't get to see much of it, but like the little I did see was beautiful. I always like going to Japan. I think Japan is very nice. Turkey was like in terms of like cultural and history and stuff, like this was by far my favorite. Like the amount of stuff that we did and like actually learned about the history and culture and stuff and went to all these kind of cool places was like really nice. And the food was actually quite good for me. Like I'm a vegetarian and like in Turkey they just had like this like vegetable stew, tomato stew thing like everywhere in every restaurant. And so I was able to eat quite good in Turkey, surprisingly. Anywhere else? I feel like I'm missing something. Reykjavik, Berlin, Copenhagen, LA, Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo was a little bit Korea, I didn't love Korea. It was so hot when I was there. Yeah. So yeah, best for Japan, Iceland. Look at that. IEL and Turkey were my favorites to go to. Do you know the name of the Turkish stew? I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. It was just basically vegetables just cooked in tomatoes. And like a tomato sauce.
innovate a little bit with some of these set pieces. And easy to miss some of that.
I feel like countries where vegetarians aren't like a thing, the vegetarian dishes are usually really good because it's like if the dish is literally just there because even meat eaters just eat it, like usually it's like better. I feel like. Santiago is elevated, so teams need to adapt to the oxygen levels and all. That's funny. This is a tangent, but like if you ever watch the UFC, this is before my time of like watching it. But there's this kind of meme that like there's this guy called Cain Velasquez, and I think he lost a fight really badly to like I think it was like someone he shouldn't have lost to. And the meme was that because he was fighting way above sea level, like it was a really hard fight for him and he couldn't like adjust the altitude. And so like it just became a meme that like whenever he fought at sea level, he'd just win. And so the meme became like he was saying sea level Kane. So that would be kind of funny if a team goes and like can't adjust the altitude and we just end up calling them sea level BBL. You're seriously asking, I'm not joking. You're talking to someone who's a nerd who has no idea about anything. I don't know if you need to adjust to this, like, to the altitude. I don't know. If I was a coach and I was actually going to Santiago, I would obviously try and, you know, check. You love India, the fire vegetarian food? Yeah, I'm sure that I would love the food in India. I eat a fair amount of Indian food already. I'm not great with spice though, is the only problem. So I think I would probably die.
With an operator's in, toying with the idea, but does have a rifle as well.
Wait, might have been turn. Oh, let me see. I think it was just something like this. Yeah, I remember it being served like this, and it was just vegetables. Yeah, it was pretty nice. Yeah, so someone was also asking about VOD reviews. I'll be, like, again, like, maybe we need to create an exclamation mark, but I'll be VOD reviewing every region, every finals, but I'm starting with EMEA because I got Plat Chat tomorrow. 4A again. Wait, 3A is just the clone is fucking with my head. Neon takes it hard. Got the TP here in case. I like this from BBL. Wise? Sorry, the clone is going long this way. What is the clone for? Ah, is the idea to purposely get the recon on him? I don't know. No, I never watch games live. I don't co-stream live because I don't get viewers if I co-stream live, and I don't get to like watch the game in the way that I'd want to watch the game. Like, I much prefer to sit here and relax and kind of like watch the game slowly, and then also not compete with, you know, Tarek and FNS and everyone else. I get to balance both. It's like just perfect, you know. Dynamite's going B again. Yeah, I do agree with Anders' take, is that like teams just go B and EMEA too much. Like, how do we think that this is the correct play? Again, B is the hardest place to post plant in the game. And it's also, if you get, even if it's an open site, I think it's like okay. But even then, obviously the retake's not horrible. But the problem is you're going into all these tight places, and which like I expect the defense to do a lot of chip damage at minimum, if not get a kill. Yeah, it's. And then we go for a hard aggression C. Retake with Euro server ult maybe? Or maybe it's just a Euro server ult. I don't think the Cypher... I've never liked Cypher A, to be honest with you. Obviously, it's contextual to what the setup they're doing. But with the trips nowadays, you just can't get any kills off of them, man. It's like an info agent, purely.
There's been a couple of different looks from BBL in these rounds, quite hard to pin down sometimes, it feels like. We've seen mid-walks, we've seen...
Is BBL annoying to play against? I don't know, because I've not played against this team. To be honest, PaperX, when I was with PaperX at Champs, like, we scrimmed them a lot, and I think that PaperX usually just kind of dominated them, but I remember after the scrims, Alex saying that, that he thought they were really good. And I was, like, watching, I was a bit, like, so I was like, wait, what? Like, I knew how good that team was, and I know how good the team was, but they were kind of getting owned a little bit in the scrims. But like Alex didn't really know them very well, and he was saying how good he thought they were, despite the fact they were losing. You know.
No, he's getting instantly pressured. They want
BBL Pacific.
to connect aside. Not a bad shout, but BBL couldn't get away with
Like we scrim, like Paperx scrimmed them a lot at champs, I think.
but they do get the plant down.
Still Hunter's Fury here for Rose as well. Starzo.
I'm pretty sure, I could be lying to you, I'm pretty sure a lot of the scrims went pretty heavy towards Paperx. I could be wrong, but that was my memory. Wait, is it another B hit? Another B. Yeah, so basically, Mates could have won this game a lot easier if they just went B, didn't go B the entire game. I mean, they lose this one because Larocque just full diffuses, but B sucks, guys. B sucks. The thing that Gen G did popularize was like, from what I understood, was they used the Viper like this, right, at the wall, and then they kind of like use B to manipulate rotations to go A. And then if they did go B, they had the orb, and it was like I think they only really go if it was fully free, and then they use orb, which I think is more acceptable. But basically, EMEA aren't going to do well at Santiago. Why did I say that? When did I say that? Why do you think teams run Cypher versus Killjoy in the double duelist comps? I think Cypher is generally better in this meta for it's like an info agent, and you're lacking info. I don't think Killjoy really has as much. I think that Cypher is like, if you watch the Cypher like delaying C in the runs he was, I think he was doing a better job than a Killjoy would. And then also the amount of info he has on both defense and attack, I just feel like is better and less abusable. I feel like Killjoy turret is kind of abusable on both sides. Like this turret and this turret are just kind of abusable. What if you just run chamber and shoot them in the head? I do like running chamber and shooting them in the head. I'm just not. I've not got a firm position yet on double duelist whether you can just run chamber with it, unless your team literally has two of the best duelists in the world and one of the best chambers in the world, if that makes sense. Like, if you have a very good chamber player and you just so happen to have two really good duelist players, then maybe it's better. But like, I think the safe option is Cypher, you know? And I don't really like Cypher that much. It's just kind of like, it just kind of makes sense. I think that, like, for instance, like, who's Envy? Envy should probably be running double duelist chamber, right? They have Kesnet, Egster, Kesnet, and Demon 1. At that point, I would just run double duelist and the chamber. Especially because this team is like it's already a ranked team, so it's like, why not make it more ranked, you know? Same with G2, no? No, not the same with G2. I don't think so. I think with G2, they could run that. They could, but I think they're more cerebral. Like they're running it down, but I think they still need the cerebral edge, if that makes sense. They don't need to go full crazy. Hello, Ravish. I can't speak on other teams, but yeah, Kama Mini Boot did the Waylay. The Waylay Neon was really nice. Okay, right, let's actually pay attention. So Janamate's just immediately mid pressure. BBL just re-clear. Martin, you need to TP, bro. That's really stupid from Martin. Maybe he just didn't think they'd contact and they would use drone. And he could just TP once they use drone, but it's very risky. Look at this though. I like this. You're defaulting A because obviously he can immediately join for anything later on. But also, if he gets into trouble, he can TP out. And then because he's got this space for free, he becomes essentially like a cancel lurk option. And so if you watch, so they clear middle, they drone C. I just love how BBL have this in the back of their heads, right? So they do this kind of thing enough that they understand the cancel option. Like, for a lot of teams in this situation, they might not even recognize the fact that this is a win condition. Whereas BBL are very, very in tune with this. So they're droning. This guy's already, like, they've already set up the round in terms of, like, they can go here if they want to and something happens nice. But ultimately, the idea is probably going to come back here. It's like both of them basically are prodding at the same time now. So nothing, like it feels like they're committing, but they're not. I mean, he fucking actually just dashes out, which is crazy.
And I think you're absolutely on the money, and they still had that presence. But Glyph is here. That step's heard.
It's just really nice from BBL, honestly. It's the kind of stuff that PaperX does a lot intuitively, but I feel like with BBL, they're more. It's more like structured in a way. Like it feels like more Hey Jordan Morden. I gotta keep track of that for BBL on the attack side. It's something I've thought about before. It's like they do very cool things sometimes like that, and I wonder. Hey, I wonder how they've kind of talk about those things. Like it doesn't feel like in that round they just randomly decided to do that. It feels very intentional. Do you think Rose and Valen have the same kind of cooling with their mini protocols for certain situations? I have no idea. I'd have to watch a lot more. I'd have to watch a lot more. Because I think that I haven't watched enough in detail of G2 with their new kind of style. And I've not watched BBL enough. In terms of like watching the mini-map. So a nice anti-eco from BBL because they don't immediately just go B. Cool, this is the Benji fit. It's a bit weird. They shouldn't be doing this at the same time. Graven's kind of just inting. Like usually it's like one side goes and the other side relaxes. It should usually be this first and then this. But the fact that they're here means that he doesn't need to go. Kraven's just kind of hunting for no reason. But he kills 3 people, so it looks fine. I mean, it's kind of true too. Like he probably shouldn't be hunting because he's got a crap ult. So. Can you explain to me why? Can you explain how we can decide where agents are perfect to play in subs? Like why in split initiate split many play on A? Okay, so this is the kind of question like you should go to my Discord and ask it in the Ask channel in Discord. Because it's a good question, but it's not relevant to this VOD at all. And it's like, it would send me down a different path. So, if you want to go to my Discord and ask it there, there's a channel to ask questions like that. Saner, guys, BBL is so crazy right now. Finally prepped them as a Turkish guy. Yeah, they're pretty good. I enjoy watching them, and I'm excited for Ulf too when they have their full team. Who's better, Yuri, Martin, or Lovers Rock? You're just asking me to choose between. I guess I don't love just choosing between two great players, and I don't have enough of opinion. Like when I watch games, I'm usually watching the entire minimap, right? I'm not usually watching the perspective of a player. There are some analysts who are much better at giving insights about individual players. Like I think when Niang, the Brazilian guy, was on Plat Chat and stuff, he was able to give insights about individual players that I probably wouldn't be able to give. I don't usually watch from that POV. Like I'm much more focused on the overall structure. So unless I actually really watch players a lot and think about it, I don't have a hot opinion right now on Martin versus Lovers Rock. I think that Lovers Rock intuitively has a lot more. Like already on attack side, we're seeing him be very aggressive solo on this map, which is kind of interesting. And on defense, he had lots of micro plays to like abuse smokes and stuff. I think Martin's a bit more of a. It might just be the team he's in, but he's a bit more of a macro style player rather than a I'm gonna do things that are like aggressive. Like he's aggressive, but he's not gonna like he's not like trying to be X Factor as much, despite the fact he's obviously getting 300 ACS. That's the way I read it right now, but I wouldn't choose one over the other right now. It's kind of stupid to do so. So yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't like M8s Saboteur. I think playing 1A Cypher is kind of crap. And I think that they're never going to be able to rotate in time to support this, to be honest. So server is here in time, but they've got a 2A setup on backside. I think they're very lucky that Lovers Rock is just kind of giving them a free frag. So server doesn't even help the Cypher. Cypher's just sight trying to get kills. And he gets one, which usually would not be enough. In a 4v4 post plant on A, I much favor being attack side. Do you think Bursa got that IGL style that suits the new meta, like rushing style? Aglyph, thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. Congrats on Santiago, bro. Yeah, why are you a suspicious user, Cherry Lar? What's going on? What have you been saying in the chats? Also, that's another question. Like, I really need to focus on this. I don't want to spend 3 hours VOD reviewing this, or 5 hours, or 10 hours at this point. If you have a question that's not related to this match or VOD, or specifically an idea that we're talking about, I would much appreciate you asking the question in my Discord. So you can ask that in my Discord. I've spent too much time in this VOD already answering questions that are like unrelated. Yeah. Bro, as if you're still playing Valorant, man. After qualifying for Santiago, the last thing I'd be doing is playing Valorant, I think. It's a fair play. 1v1. We've caught a bad timing here. We've caught a bad timing. Because Cliff, I remember making a silly mistake here. The dissipate was not the move. It was a cute idea, but it wasn't the move. But he does win, so it doesn't matter. Wait, so what actually happened in terms of... So it was 4v3 because Lovers Rock died earlier, 3v3. Realistically, this is still attack favored. But the fact that, I mean, 2v3, this slide was basically everything from Bippo. I do think that for a team, mates, despite the fact that sometimes they're in these retake A's, they at least have ideas of how they want to approach the retake. And I think one of the ideas is probably involves shit like this, you know? It's not a reliable strategy, though, in my opinion. Oh, straight B exec. Is this another free round for Gentlemids? This camera's kind of cool. Camera sees directly into sewers here for Mini. And then this star is like, could be used potentially to stun. It's kind of cute. It's a bit hard to actually pull off in practice, but he's got a judge, so it's like fine. It's like a judge shot. Okay. The question's fine, Cherry. It's just I think you should ask it in my Discord if you want to ask something unrelated to the VOD. Again, Yarrow. It's a kind of question I can't answer these questions unrelated to the VOD right now. Otherwise, this VOD's gonna take 10 hours. If you want to ask that question, I think you go to my Discord. I do like to be able to flex between answering questions that are unrelated and have a, you know, VOD review. But I do want to focus a little bit more. I'll find the balance one day. Because I do think the start of the stream, it was quite nice to be able to do both. But it just takes a long time.
This is a real split effort. The paranoia, fantastic though. Really good time.
5v4 for BBL.
Mini's been able to get away with a bit of safety just playing from that cage. When does the swing now? Strikes, takes away Loiter.
Do they overcook this? I think they overcook. It looks kind of a cool idea. I think it's I don't know. They basically A split from fucking B. It's kind of a cool idea. But there's so few people to help this. Bippo just kills 2 people. I mean, Bippo just kills 2. Like, what are you supposed to do? I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I don't know. It's easy to say in hindsight that it was overcooked. What do you think about the BBL cross smoke with Lover's Rock? BBL cross smoke with Lover's Rock? Oh, you mean like just running through the smoke? He's a Yoru with an outlaw. I think this is fine. It's a little bit brain dead, but it's like, I'm pretty sure they know there's nobody here. It feels like they know there's no one here. It's just the kind of shit that you can get away with. You previously said that Martin's going to be performing better on mates. What made you say that to rate Martin so high even before his insane kickoff? I think that, okay, so this is like a question related to his VOD, so we're happy to go here. So if you look at Martin's career, I'm pretty sure like, look, let's have a look. So stats for stage 1 2024, good stats, decent, good FKFD, decent player there. Stage 2, decent, not like world beating, but like, you know, decent. Stage 1, that's like incredible, you know. You're looking at like one of the best players in the world kind of territory. And then stage 2 Oh, I mean, like, to be honest with you, like, I thought what happened was he was, like, a little bit better in these two stages and then much worse here. I think his stats overall have just been, like, pretty decent. And then he showed a very high caliber here. And so I think I was reading into this as, like, I've always considered him a very good Euro player. And this is a matter where Euro is really strong. And I thought for some reason that going to Gentlemates would just be, like, the kind of team in which he'll just enjoy playing in more. And so I just, like, just thought he'd be good. What are the most sports stats for each role? Baddy, I can't answer that right now. It's too complicated. Long story short, it's not that, like, I think you can be really analytical about it, but at the end of the day, I still think if you're doing damage, like, I would still be comparing, like, the damage to other... Like, obviously, you're going to do more damage as Raze, but, like, if I compare the damage between the people in the role, like, that would still be really important for me. Obviously, you look at assists for supportive agents, and then, like, FKFD for, like, your duelist, your ult kills for your duelist, that kind of stuff. But genuinely, I've always just preferred players that can shoot their gun, to be honest.
Can they pull it together with just two? The heavy hitters, you could argue. Lovers Rock and LaRock.
Lovers Rock just got his ult.
Just gonna be sending it in.
Were you kind of surprised by his performance kickoff? Bro, if anyone thought that a player was going to break the kill record 2 games in a row, you'd be fucking insane. So of course I did not expect him to literally be that good. I thought he was going to be very strong. I had him as, like, my 3rd best duelist in EMEA coming into kickoff. He ended up being first or second. And that sounds like not much of a difference, but the performance he had was stupid.
That cage for so long. Beepo fairly effortless clean up here with the ultimate. We'll see a purchase, 2 Guardians. Obviously, LaRock's ultimate to off.
What do you think of BBL overrotating every map, and why? I think that's just their style.
They feel it necessary. But 3 early on A side for Gentlemates.
Yeah, right read. Really good read. Starso willing to challenge on this. Sticking around on the angle. I mean, you can see why. He has help behind him. But still, LaRock willing to try and take a little bit more of a risk. Maybe walking that side to get on the drop. They do.
Oh god, bro.
That's rotten luck.
So the 1A from Mates, basically, because Mates have been playing 1A a lot and Cypher A, BBL's call is pretty much let's just abuse A until it stops working. I think that's... and it's correct. And then Starzo's droning from Narnia. Surely they don't win this round, though. Yeah. Should be an easy BBL round. And then, why would BBL not keep going A at this point?
That was quick.
Oh, it was damn quick. Man, Gentlemates, it just swings around abouts between these two. See LaRock's paranoia building that's on.
Lovers Rock is just so confident.
The case, but on the other side, Lovers Rock. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
He's found. Yeah.
Okay. The big round now. Timeout, maybe? Yeah, so at timeout. So let's see what the adjustment here is. I like Kundi's the one who talks a lot. It's very interesting. In the timeouts, Kundi's the one talking most of the time. They go back to Cypher 1A. I think this is probably okay, because Astra Sova ult retake. But ultimately, my response would probably be they're gonna go A. We need a way to fuck them up. Do you think Lovers Rock or LaRock is the glue of the team? I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. How do you think PBR are going to rate in Santiago? I said this earlier on a tweet. I think if anyone tries to convince you they know how Santiago's going to go, they're fucking lying. Because this is the most, like, you can't guess what's going to happen at Santiago at all. Like, I think it's genuinely the hardest tournament to predict. And I think that you could have a case for, like, 8 different teams being, like, potentially the favorite, and I wouldn't be annoyed. Like, I think there's probably like 3 or 4 teams I'd prefer over it, but like, I don't know.
Hold maybe that initial wave.
Well, the switch up being to focus elsewhere on the map, leave Mini
It's the perfect tournament to have hot takes for, I feel like.
island, but BBL.
Madrid was wacky. Before the event or after? Because I feel like before the event, I would have had still. Before Madrid, I would have said what I thought was gonna happen, and I wouldn't feel embarrassed. I genuinely feel a slight bit of shame and embarrassment trying to do predictions for Santiago. Thank you for the hydrate. Like I think that like it's the easiest way to look like a fraud is to do predictions for this tournament. I do think that Baddie's right there as well. Like, I think this meta in particular probably has the lowest skill gap of any meta ever.
Is it a free fly?
Well, he didn't deal with the trip.
Oh my god, he's lucky to be breathing still. Hunter's Fury gonna come down and catch a tag there. Loiter, you lucky boy. Being alive on 2 HP, but still alive. Gun in the round. It's gonna get chaotic. We have Hunter's Furies coming in.
Who's my dark horse? The problem is you can't even have a dark horse because who the fuck are the favorites? Like, how would you have a dark horse going into this tournament? If I will say a dark horse and you're like, yeah, but they're the favorite.
Side to the map.
It's not a thing.
I think maybe still getting the tag onto Beepo.
Ooh, bloomin' heck. It's still 5 alive on both sides, but I mean,
Like, I'm gonna wait and see what other people think and then start being like, well, it'd be interesting to see where people land with it, you know?
Divide gonna come up now. Try and set them up to succeed. Lovers Rock gonna play on the line. Shorty out gets
Chinese teams are dark horses. I accept that. I can accept that. Yeah. I think in general in the West, we're going to be underrating China a little bit. Like, the only teams that I think will be underrated, like Team Liquid and China. Right, so we do see the server ult, Astro ult coming through here.
coming in from both sides of the map.
Rose ever so slightly off there. I think maybe still getting the tag onto Beepo.
So weird. He stays back here.
It's still 5 alive on both sides, but I mean, this is still feeling really, really sketchy. So the divide gonna come up now. I'll try and set them up to succeed. Lovers Rock gonna play on the line. Shorty out gets
Yeah.
banged down. Gentle
Post plants on this map, yeah, are pretty important, aren't they?
I mean, again, BBL on the other side. Only 3 players safe in terms of that repurchase.
Now mates go for a defense. 1A again. I mean, if I was BBL, I'd be fucking sending it again. Honestly. They won that round because they had Sova ult, Astro ult.
The synergy, we saw it perfectly there for Gentle Mates as well. We've been crediting a lot towards BBL.
But they're going for some kind of weird pressure both sides.
Working as 5, right? That was a fantastic retake. Now, still a couple of ults we play with here. Clearly, LaRock's is a little less essential in this, but look at space again. Big switch up here.
Cypher's down middle.
Very, very active on the map right now. Very mobile. Mini in a position to potentially catch some steps, but has the support catch to explore this.
Ooh, the timing now. Mini does get checked on, but he gets away.
BBL love contacting out there. I don't really understand what the point of this drone is. Was it to get Neon ult or something? No, I don't really understand what they're doing with this opener.
And I do want to compliment talking about
I don't really get it.
synergy. We saw it perfectly there for
Because it's not threatening a C, because no one smokes this in Russia C.
as well. We've been crediting a lot towards BBL side. That was a great example.
I don't really understand what BBL are doing.
Working as 5, right? That was a fantastic retake. Now, still a couple of ults we play with here. Clearly, LaRock's
And walking out mid again.
timing. Now, Mini does get checked on, but he gets away with it. Look at the counter swing. Marriage. Martin waited on that contact, but they do suffer
Yeah, Mini very
potential in this. But now, still mates can do working as
I mean, are they baiting out a reaction to get an op pick here? I don't know. I don't know. I'm a bit confused. A little bit confused. I missed that Martin kill, but it's all good.
again this sort them swing at two players for BB.
this
Depth
really
walk there in some of these timeouts.
Now we see Yoru Neon.
so
It's kind of cool. We see the Yoru. That's kind of. Is that cool? Omen ult means that. That's kind of sick, isn't it? Yoru can TP into heaven to deny the Omen ult, which is kind of cool.
A mad map one we're getting.
I've never seen that before.
You would call a grudge match.
Yeah, absolutely. It's bloody brilliant. Now, what is the plan from BBL? They still have a buy here.
I still think go A, to be honest. I think BBL should just go A.
Is we lacking with Creven, but that's fine. They can maybe make their way around it. But again, Rock's gonna find Glyph. Mini on the case, gonna try and buy some time. You can feel that pressure building. He's on a bit of an island, but he's gonna try and isolate a fight on Loiter. Paranoia, a little late to the party, but he's still alive. Mini is
So messy.
Nobody.
How is he alive?
Nobody came through to swear up the paranoia. Was there something else happening in Garage there to keep them at bay? Creven.
Are there any reasons why BBL are almost perma using Cypher? Because what are you supposed to play? Like, I think Cypher's better than Killjoy on a lot of these maps. And when you're playing double duelists, like what do you want them to play? Like I don't think you can play double duelist chamber very effectively, consistently. Veto, I don't think almost any team understands how to play Veto. We saw Paper X G2 and Vitality in a weird way, although I think that Vitality, I'm not gonna flame, but it was not good. But like those are 3 teams in which they started using these really aggressive interceptors. They're really interesting. 100 Thieves have a good Veto. Doubt. Press X to doubt. I think their Veto's fine. It's not great. Like, they just play passive. They just play passive Veto. GE also, from what I saw, was a passive Veto, I think. I think the unfortunate thing is that we have very different opinions because like the kind of stuff that Anders has been talking about with the kind of aggressive interceptor usage is kind of what I'm looking for good Veto teams. And PaperX on Pro were the only team to really consistently do it. G2 did it on Pro too, A side. And then Vitality were kind of doing it, but for some reason we're doing solo aggressive Veto, which is impossible. So yeah, I don't think that the passive Veto teams are particularly interesting me right now, but it's still fine. I don't think GX's Haven was very good, and from what I saw, I don't really know about G. Yeah, I think honestly, like if you guys are interested about the kind of ideas that are kind of interesting with Veto, I think that Anders' video is really good. I'll post it in chat if you guys want to go watch it. I think we're starting to see teams do a lot of this stuff more, but I'll post it in chat. So if anyone's interested in some good Veto theory, one of my former coaches, Anders, discussing it. So educating the masses on that. Mates being Asherfield is good, yes. Omen is, I think I saw Omen is the 3rd worst agent in the meta right now in terms of win rate, I think. Omen is terrible, and it always has been. Omen's been okay. It's been okay. It's not good. Martin cannot keep up the performance in Santiago, no, because you can't keep breaking kill records every fucking match. Like, you can't. He should be good. He should be good, but we can't hold him to that level. Oh, nice. So they do abuse A. Again? Okay, you can't do that again, Starza. 11-10. Timeout again. Kande mostly talking. 3A. Garage heavy. Okay. Yeah, Judge Garage. I don't know whether TP's here or not here, but it's fine. So this time, the first time we see them actually taking A control. Oh shit, he had to... Bruh.
noted, should have heard the rifle and the judge there. So how do they react? That's early information process.
Yeah, very quickly as well. First 10 seconds of the round, so BBL
So I don't mind the 1A now because they actually have deep info.
with the advantage here in terms of the information for the mid-round.
Like that replay though from Gentleman, just making sure no one slipped garage in that meantime, so I can put a little bit of attention behind that. But now the next pressure point for BBL looking like they want to kind of at least maybe feign a more attentive look.
Mates are too happy to stay 1A the entire game, and teams keep not punishing teams playing 1A.
Towards A long on the other side, Bebo is there. Now Drone middle, gonna see Kreven, that's replays, he's got again, well, he's got here. They're going for this one.
Like, this should be BBL's round, but Kraven's dead, so...
They're actually gonna hurt him into the corner. Kreven, do you understand what's happening? Mini takes
Yeah, so it's over, yeah.
big pick there.
And a little bit exposed with
Yeah, but for
4v5 post plant on C ain't the worst.
so well coordinated, it could happen
They're
again.
gonna go aggressive into CT. I like this.
the round or two later.
I like this.
They're stacking up as three. They're trying to take space on that CT.
Glyph, though, has the fucking judge. It's like the worst gun for BBL to be walking into. So yeah, it's over. Oh.
Do you go for it?
Oh my god!
Oh, great trade from Starzo, keeping them at the man advantage, not letting it slip away yet. Fast pace through CT. They want that pressure and they want it now. Beepo goes forward.
Beepo. Beepo.
It's from long. They still have Rose sitting down on that deep side of things. Trying to deny this defuse. Can't be done yet.
Okay.
On to looking for potentially a third here. Diffuse has started. Starzo is
It's close. Yeah, something about the A control. I'm not happy with the M8s Haven sometimes. Oh, Vision Strikers.
massive B pressure, right? It's only one Starzo goes.
Bit desperate.
They're trying to feign this
Like 1A again. Like 1A. Teams are playing 1A.
massive B pressure. One Starzo goes hunting. Mini's gonna find him. Lorik's gone down. It feels a bit desperate, but can they maybe stick the landing on the C site? They're flooding early. Gentlemen, that may be too early, but no. Glyph on a great trade. Now
We've seen like 12 games of Astra from Glyph in tier 1, and we've already saying best Astra in the world. I mean, Valen is the best Astra in the world.
they've got the plan.
I appreciate the raid from Glyph, but I think that it's kind of hard for to not, like, let's be real, like, he's played 12 games of ECT, whereas Valen has historically played Astra for a long time. Strategic consultant. Is that my job? Who knows? They must be very confident in their A retake. Yeah, which is incorrect, because you can't be confident in your A retake. You could have the best A retake in the world and you can't be confident in it. It's one of the hardest sites in the game to retake.
Rose putting in a shift here, doing what he can, but a 1v2
Like like you can't rely on that consistently. You give me a 5v5 retake on A and I'm taking it 12 rounds in a row. Without Viper, A retake is hard. Even with Viper, it doesn't matter what you're playing. A retake's hard. I mean, Glyph is good. Glyph is good. I like the fact he plays Astra.
the 1v1.
But unfortunately, like in the last game, like Valen went like plus 70. He went 65 and 30 on Astra, and I know that like historically at Astra for Valen's been very strong. Like I'm very surprised that he's not played it a lot more. Okay, I didn't even bother watching the end of that round. I just presumed that Mates had won. 3A again from Mates. Fast control, TP away. The amount of judge usage is kind of fun. Is this just another like 5v5 post plan?
Nothing found here on the garage exploration. Mates considering maybe exploring mid once more. Yeah, the tripping side B maybe.
It's just full gamble. It's just a lot of gambling, man.
I'm looking at the minimap. That's just like the most lethal crossfire.
Yeah. Don't go B.
So I think on the back of some contact here towards A, maybe
Are they gonna make?
drift down to mid.
Are they gonna? When are they gonna activate?
I don't believe it has a TP set up anywhere right now.
Oh, that looks sketchy, doesn't it?
Maybe just pressure towards Rose, maybe with a
I mean, I think going A here, like BBL should win this round. Oh, but Kraven.
Feels like such a gamble, such a roll the dice, leaving C fully open. 30 seconds.
He didn't even check, man.
Takes away Kreven, and they are going to just springboard on this. The Rock, can you survive? He is in the trenches, man.
Wait, how?
Creven, and they are going to just springboard open.
Oh,
And
Bippo's still
Zao
there,
in
of
the
course.
trenches, man. Rowe's going to find Starzo. They're going to even it up to 4 apiece here. Plant on the way. There's
Beepo's
still
still there.
someone, yeah,
Beepo.
behind the wire. Beepo being one of them. Mini on the swing. Plant is finally down. 3v2. Beepo and Glyph. Can they do anything about this, or are we going OT in map 1? Glyph going to give him one from above. Beepo gets a lift. Or are we going OT in map
A 2v3 retake and they win.
Glyph gonna give him one from above. Beepo gets a lift.
Yeah. Honestly,
1v2 to deny.
okay, I gotta write some notes down because I got plat chat tomorrow. One sec. BBL versus BBL versus mates. Haven. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Bippa needs to survive. Okay, right. Anyone with questions, ask them now before I start the second map. Anyone got any questions? There were some questions earlier that I ignored, basically. Any off-topic questions? So it seems like getting good against the Euro TP timing before fighting for space. Is it possible to counter by putting delayed TP from certain spots? Who said that teams are getting good against Euro TP timings? Because I don't know if that's true. I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't think it's true. How big of an impact is Harbor going to have in Santiago? I think it's going to have almost no impact, despite it being strong. I think that if NRG are smart, given the position they're in, they should be looking at Harbor, especially given their, like, Bonkar saying that he really liked Harbor in the past. Do you think Liquid has any chance of winning Santiago? I mean, I thought they didn't have much chance of qualifying, so I'm not really the most unbiased person here. Do you think Americans are in for a big shock in Santiago? No. No. I'd love for EMEA to do better, but I'm not sure we will. I think it's going to be very open, though. Is retake more viable if you play to take mid space and flank with 2 or 3 defenders? Yes, playing for, like, the problem, I think Sideshow does a good job of, like, being critical of teams playing heavy retake. But the thing that I find is that teams that play heavy retake, like, for instance, on this map, right? Like, if you're playing, like, heavy retake, let's say, like, you play, like, this or something. Like, you can't just play for retake and do nothing on the map. You can't just stand in fucking spawn, you know? Like, we have a lot of teams who, like, you know, I think this is really a criticism of someone like Sentinels. They'll play, like, here and here, and they'll run away, and then they'll play retake. But then they're so far away from the fucking other side of the map, like, it's pointless. So, like, the point of playing for retake is that you're supposed to play you're supposed to choose a site to play retake, usually. And then on the same time, you're pushing out of other places on the map to create pressure or to get information early to stack the right site, you know? Like, you're like, okay, we're playing retake B, but we've got, like, people walking down middle, and so if they come B, we got people ready. If we notice there's no one B, then we can, like, stack A site still, delay them, and flank at the same time, you know? Like you got the option. You don't have to like full retake and commit. Like it's like you're kind of doing a bit of both at that point. I think the best teams right now are the ones who are like they would have this flank, but then also put enough pressure, kill pressure here. Can you guys stop fucking with the valid plant lane, please? Enough kill pressure and delay, so it goes down to a weird 4v4 or something, and then the flank comes in and just destroys, you know? Instead of just sitting back like here and just doing nothing, like this is the worst. I think that because teams are bad at playing retake styles, that is why retakes look bad. I don't think retake is still any worse than flooding. I think both have their situations, and it's obviously comp dependent. Like on this map, if you're playing against Brimstone and you're not pressuring flank, then you're probably an idiot. But if the composition isn't good at taking the site, then obviously you want to play more to deny the site. So it's like, it's not one or the other. I don't think many teams are very good at playing retake style because it requires you to think more. Most teams are just better at just like getting some information and then heavy stacking and flooding, because it doesn't require you to actually play, like it doesn't require you to think about the game as much. Hello Minnie, how are you today? I'm decent. Do you think there's an anti-flood style to be made? The anti-flood style is called faking. Imagine that you play, you know, if you think your opponent is flooding fast into sites and you throw a fake, they are going to be here and you're going to be here. I think that teams that are very used to flooding are susceptible to fakes massively. Teams that are very good though, like Paper Rex, who love to flood, are still doing interesting aggressive things on the map though. So it's not like you can just expect the fake to work, but I do think fakes would still work decently against Paper Rex. But because they put themselves in such aggressive positions across the map, they have deeper information consistently. Like, it's harder to fake a team that's literally got someone like fucking here, someone here, someone here, you know? Because they have actual information. Hey, Tintin. Teams that bunker and play a passive defense in which they go this way, they rotate this way, are susceptible to fakes. And that is a lot of teams. Anyway, one more question, and then, do you like Brim on this map with Astra? No, I do not. I don't think that you need to use double orb smokes on any map. I don't see why you need this many smokes. Why do you need this many smokes? What are you doing with 5 smokes? It's just redundant. I'd rather have better util. I really don't think that these smokes are good. I don't understand these smokes at all. Like playing these positions aren't strong on defense. This isn't threatening. Resmoking on post. Resmoking on post is fine. It's fine. But I'd rather util to actually get me into a post, or util to help me post. Like, my argument would be I'd rather play Teo than Brim in that comp. It does everything better. We could take map control, we can exec better, and we can post plant just as well. The only thing about Brim is if you're not amazing at defense, you can just do gimmicky stuff like pro smoke stand and play inside smokes. I'd rather just play Teo. If you're able to harbor in your double controller comps, do you replace the Dome Smoker, Omen Astra, or the Viper? I think that I honestly think there's validity in Harbor Astra, but Harbor Viper is probably the more obvious option. I also kind of low-key down for some teams running a solo Harbor. I think that, like, I could see some teams just playing pure overwhelm plus W style with Harbor. Like, if the meta's already in a state of just absolute nonsense plus Wing, like Harbor's actually really good for it. I don't think it's like, I think it's more of a gimmick though than like a genuinely good thing, but like, yeah. Would you rather play Harbor Viper or Harbor Astron Breeze? I just said like it. I think Harbor Viper makes more sense generally, but I think that it's kind of I don't think I would end up playing Harbor on Breeze. Is the real answer. I don't think. I think teams are struggling against Gravity well so hard that I'd actually just prefer to have the Astra. And then I think that the Viper walls on this map are just good. I could see a world. Maybe I'm convincing myself that I prefer Astra Harbor on this map. Maybe I don't know. Than Harbor Viper. Brim Harbor. So you get none of the delay of Astra and Viper, and you get what in return? A post plant molly, I guess. For maps like Bind Split, do you think Triple Duelist brings? I am not. I don't think Triple Duelist is good. And I don't think Triple Duelist is good. Hello, Diva. What better, in your opinion, Waylay Neon or Flash Initiator or Yuri Waylay Scan Initiator? Why can't you do Waylay Neon Fade? What is this obsession with having to play Flash Initiator with everything? I think you just play this. You don't need a flash. Why do you need the flash? I feel like in 2023, like we proved that you don't like this idea you need a flash is just irrelevant. And I think that like in this meta specifically, you have two agents that are so brute forcing into stuff that you don't need to do a flash with it. Obviously it'd be nice to get one, but like if you were to like go like let's say you be on this map and you dash in and you get a refract on someone. Like what do you need to do? Why do you need the flash? You then just you then that guy comes out, you go in his way and you just kill him. I think flashes are overrated. I know that people struggle against like omen smokes and shit and they like don't know how to scale through them, but that's the only thing that I think that like helps with the flash. What am I having for dinner? I don't know. I've not figured it out yet. I have some pasta. I have some butternut squash pasta, like tortellini. And sun-dried tomato pesto. So I might have that. You think Hair Flash is overtuned? I don't think so. By Flash, I mean Sky over Fade. Sky is... You're not playing Sky. If you... Okay, so you have more problems in this meta playing with a reveal. Like, playing with no reveal is, like, ass, in my opinion. And I'm not smart enough to actually explain why that is right now. But, like, in my head, like, it just feels wrong. Like, playing without a reveal is just... It's just wrong. Okay. It's so depressing to push Corrode without a flash, and I'll stick with it. I mean, you probably never played in an organized team running Neon Waylay. Okay, right. Second map, Abyss. Okay, Martin has a pretty good game. Let's see.
Map 1 was 13-11. Gentlemates were able to make it across, but right.
Thoughts on solo Teo? It depends on the map. I think solo Teo is viable in some places, but it's... You're all-inning.
Into things.
Liquid running it with Sky just felt like a comfort thing. I don't think it's good.
13-11. Gentlemates were able to make it across, but right into things. It's right off the rim.
Okay. Nice pistol, guys.
Tomato round.
Weird way
Map 1 for
to see Glib instantly.
That's what I like to see. Second fastest average attack side.
Which is Creven. Mates against now.
Orb control. Maybe go back for orb control here too. Nice little stack from BBL. But it's anti-eco, who cares? It was a sensor.
Good progress or orb as well off the point.
I would have started a new sign. Honestly, I would have started a new sign.
As Martin just wants being one of the key tools if they can get it here in the bonus.
What do you think the best way to get a trial for a known tier 2 team is? What's your name on VLR? What's your VLR page? Link your VLR page. Who's your favorite EMEA casters? I think just it's just like I think Pansy and Hyperk probably. I think obviously like Tom and Mitch a lot, but I think Pansy and Hyperk do I think for me, I think the thing that I'm probably biased because I obviously got to work with Pansy a little bit, but I think Pansy's really good at knowing it both setting up narrative, but also changing her casting depending on the stakes. Like she'll always treat a game fairly seriously, but like if it's like obviously a global event, like she locks in really hard. But then when it's like stage 1 play like group stage, she's gonna be a bit more relaxed about it in a way that's like I think really good. And like as the game progresses, depending on where the state of the game is, she's very good at changing her tone depending on what the game is going. And so like she can just be chill if the game's a piece of shit. But she knows like how to match. She's good at setting up stakes and expectations, and then also matching her tone of casting with that. So I think that's like a really good positive. Like, I think I learned stuff from her on desk about it too. Like I think we have similar opinions about the way you should set up expectations and lead into them. And so like I think there's been criticism of her in the past that like she doesn't treat both teams equally. And I think that's like you shouldn't treat two teams equally. If one team is supposed to do better than the other team, you treat that team differently.
Haven. A very commanding start from Gentlemates. No real pressure just yet in the opening 2 rounds.
Kreven, this is
That
really
is
5B.
risky, man.
Where's our Euro TP? I think against Gentlemates, like you saw the stats, second fastest Abyss team in the world. I'd be getting a fucking TP down if I'm a Euro. Start around.
no real pressure just yet in the opening 2 rounds.
Yeah, I mean she's also mechanically very strong in terms of like
This is
just being able to control her voice and all that shit. She's obviously very good. Delivery and whatnot.
This feels really off here. They're about to get crunched on, and they look kind of caught in between decisions. Gentlemates are at the door. They've already made pretty good progress towards site, and look how little.
Like, yeah, I mean, I was always like, yeah. I mean, it takes so long to get to the point in which she's how good she is. Like, it was really fun. It was like when I was casting with her, it was like almost like, it was almost like being a fucking what's it called? Make-A-Wish kid, honestly. Like, I got to see. It was like. You know, like I remember being when I was like 10 years old, I could already touch type with my PC because like I was a nerd, right? And so when I went to secondary school, we did like IT lessons. I would just be touch typing, and like kids would look at me and be like, "You like how the fuck can you do that?" And I was like, "Well, I just use the PC a lot." And like to me, like I know it's a weird analogy, but to me it was like when I was like working with her, it was like, oh, she's just so in control, you know? Like she like if you give her like 5 seconds of space, she's gonna give you 5 seconds of casting, and if you give her 15 seconds of space, she's gonna perfectly give you 15 seconds of casting, and like somehow able to like it doesn't matter how much space she has. It's like it was a I didn't realize how much of a skill it was. Obviously, like that side of it. Obviously, I knew that like there's a certain amount of delivery you need to be able to do, and like my delivery is obviously needs to be worked on when it comes to both, you know, analyst desk and if I was ever cast again, obviously I'd need to work on that side. But it's more the kind of being able to fit certain amount of words into space and time and stretch out sentences and stuff was like I didn't realize how much of a craft it was in that sense. It's very interesting, honestly.
Able to disconnect a little bit. Loiter
Hey, Fonava. How you doing, bro?
position away, but Mates looking like they want to commit here.
Yeah, re-hitting on this feels a little bit bold. It feels a little
I honestly kind of yeah. I'd love to do it more in like an off season or something because it's actually really fun. Like I think obviously I was very bad when I started, and I think that I ended kind of like still a bit mediocre. But like for someone who's never done it before and with my personality type, I feel like kind of to be expected.
Getting forced into a very uncomfortable position. Fortunately, I think Mates thinking with the initial investment of util. Glyph in the clutch once more. 1v3. Get the plant. An opportunity to reset, but not much else to work with, but finds a headshot to Rose.
untradeable.
Drifting, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. 7 bullets though isn't much. 2 bodies.
I didn't actually really watch this round. Just B Simulator.
Yeah, you're right.
It is literally B Simulator. What's going on? Why BBL? My bros. We need to get a TP this side of the map.
Eventually, high setup here for Loiter. Gonna be forced off by the Aldrone, and it's pacey, right? Gonna depend on these ults invested. Beepo gonna do.
I feel like the combo here should be the Yoru should be ulting for the Waylay dash. Which really, like shouldn't it be Yoru ults for Waylay to get a dash saturate, and then Yoru comes out of ult? Isn't that the obvious combo here? Instead of Bippo dashing for a saturate blind, wouldn't that be kind of sick? What I just said? Like right now, he sees Cypher, Waylay's in on his head, saturates down, Yoru can come out of ult. I don't know if saturate would that team attack the Yoru ult though? Yoru might need to like kind of get out of the way a little bit for the saturate maybe. I think that's a way more interesting idea than what just happened. Anytime that you see you're placing against Martine, like I can't believe people are still not searching Astra ult gaps, man. Like there's an Astra ult, I would immediately turn my back and run to the Astra ult gap. Every time, man. Every time. It's nice, but come on, at this point. At this point.
Pocket to play from here. Rose looking to walk this smoke, but it will expire here. He actually catches the planter.
Yeah, but just drifts a little too far ahead. Gonna see a couple more, but Love's Rock can't swing it.
How hard is it to get into challenges as a game changer with someone who has no experience in teams?
Almost right side control.
This is your VLR page. Just keep playing, man. I mean, you're like, you've not played enough games, and your stats are fine, but like they're all over the place right now. Like your stats are all over the place because you've not played enough games. You've got a 270 ACS here, and like an 180 here. Like you're playing loads of different roles. You've not played enough games, and you've lost every game pretty much. You just need to play more, and you just need to network. You just need to be someone that people know, basically. That is you. That is you.
That's 4 alive, and Laroc's options are 0.
Maybe just going to use this time to discuss.
How hard is it to get to challenge the game changer to someone who has no experience in
Gone
teams?
wrong here initially.
You have to do Premier first. I mean, you just need to join a team, Diva.
Runs rampant from the
Just
pocket.
join a team. If you've never played in a team before, you ain't getting into challengers or game changers unless in GC, if you're like a very high Immortal 3 player, then maybe you could go join a like game changers tier 2 team. I don't know how it works in game changers or the terminology. But in general, if you've not played in a team before, then you're like, you just need to go join a team.
There it was. But that's kind of looking at the right time. Pretend it's paused.
I don't know how Premier actually works right now in terms of the priority. Like if amateur teams now prioritize Premier as like their main mode of like trying to improve, but I'm not sure, honestly.
It's way off. We're gonna have to check in on the halftime with that.
A diva just wants to get devious in game changes. What rank are you?
For now, though, one rifle on LaRock. Obviously, he's the one who survived from that previous round. Everything else is going to be pretty much classics. That's it. So, for now, mate should be able to...
You're Diamond 2. I just focus on playing rank more before you could, like, it depends what you want. Like, it depends what your goals are. If your goal is just to have some fun and see what a team environment is like, then you should go join a team and have some fun. If your goal is to become like any semblance of a professional player, you should be playing ranked more, because you need to get higher rank before you start taking like team play seriously. But if you're looking for fun, then go join a team.
Maybe a fourth here, which would be such a brilliant buffer to start with.
You want to be like SRG. I mean, you're gonna have to play a lot of ranked first then.
Starzo drifted up here. Martin's found LaRock elsewhere. Starzo he's rewarded for the spray.
You don't want to be like SRG. Go ask Mel. Mel will be like, you don't want to be me. Yeah, all I do is think about Valorant all day, every day, 18 hours a day. Googly with the lol. How are you, Googly? Googly, I find you a player. Diva Putt wants to join your team. Wait, what star is it? I mean, B's pushed. Yori's going to be here in time, but ultimately they're not going to be able to hold A. We'll see what happens. Interesting kill trips. I don't think kill trips really work anymore, but if this was not if this was old Cypher, they're kind of cool. BBL have made it a little bit too easy for mates to go here, though, already, haven't they? I feel like the way that I would approach this round. So the problem right now. Actually, they got ults for retake. It's a difficult round. So basically, if I'm BBL, I think that mates are going to continue to abuse B. So the problem is mates are going to go B. How do we beat that? But the layer here is that Yoru and Silver ult exist. So like the natural response would be to play a strong side B, but then you're gonna get fucked by a Yoru Silver ult. So my actual next layer would be then I want to walk down middle probably and try and disrupt the Silver ult happening. Like maybe play Yoru here or like Waylay or someone who can get away and then have a walk down middle. But then the next layer is then we have our own ults. We have Waylay ult and Silver ult. So we can also do something there. So by going aggressive here, we're okay to play retake A because we have these ults. But because we're so obvious on this push, it means that you probably don't expect them to use Yoru Silver ult to go. But these ults are maybe not so good in post plant because we do have a flank coming in. So maybe this is actually the correct... Maybe this is actually fine for BBL. But that's the amount of layers that like you should be thinking in when it comes to like ults. Like what the other team is doing, what they expect you to do, and the ults and stuff. I think that this is fine. The only issue is I don't love that the Waylay is the flanker, given the fact that he has a fucking ult.
curious if they. No, I don't think.
Yeah, so whale it out down.
Mini with a quick beheading towards Larocque. The ball just managed to slip through as well.
So Mini probably gonna re-wrap for Brim Molly. Brim Molly is a kind of win condition here.
So there's a bit of a weird trade.
A flank on a flank.
Where Mini's off to.
Can you give us any insight on Zeta right now? Like, what kind of insight? Is Cypher or Vice better on this map? Both are kind of like... Cypher makes sense, I think, with double duelist.
Mini, where you off to, bro?
I think Cypher makes sense with double duelist. Where the fuck is Mini off to? Has he got a fucking lineup from here? That'd be so funny.
Nico, in the meantime, has found safety in CT. This is getting a bit of a weird round. Loiter might be the checkmate, right? Does he pull the trigger? He does. Beepo still in a good position. Has to now cause problems, and he is.
What actually happened on this retake?
Beepo in the
We just have
meantime has found
3...
safety in CT. This is getting a bit of a weird round. Loiter might be the checkmate, right? Does he pull the trigger? He does. Beepo still in a good position. Has to now cause problems.
just nice. Okay.
We know where the last man was, a mile away. Mini has made it to
A similar theory to ISO, Yoru, Haven, just retake cams and kill trips. Retake cam and kill trips. My only suspicion with the kill trips is like I don't think like it feels like you're not getting kills from the trip anymore. You're getting kills from spamming the trip or something. Does that make sense? I feel like actually getting like a full wall hack with a trip now is just really hard.
Through top mid.
I mean, the lack of
But I think you should be spamming off of trips, I guess, more.
was almost poignant, right?
Yeah.
Not seeing him play through late on A, the fact that it was backfilled already, it kind of tees up this.
You got KO'd by a G-pad.
Time on the clock though.
That's a problem, but
Get owned. Get absolutely owned.
a nice
Proactivity. Find themselves a second. Lovers Rock will get an operator in hand now.
What maps would you play KO on in current meta?
Potential for this.
None of them. I'm a KO hater. I think that
Issue being Hunter's Fury is there.
I think that KO's in an O.
Potentially open up.
KO's I don't know. KO's okay. I don't like it though.
BBL with the perfect read.
yeah, again.
If Chamber becomes really popular, then it becomes an obvious answer to Chamber. What maps does he get most value on?
Aggression, and Larocque with a bit of a
I'm honest. I honestly don't like. The problem with me with some of the meta stuff is that I have more of a generalized opinion on things. Like I just generally don't like KO, and so I don't even bother sometimes to even investigate deeper. What maps is he good on or not good on? In the current pool, I mean, like Lotus and Fracture, I think are no goes. Fracture's kind of got some interesting stuff, but I think I wouldn't play it on Lotus. I wouldn't play it on Fracture. I wouldn't play it Haven. Bind, it has some interesting stuff sometimes.
0-6 right now. This would be his first, but just gives up the angle. Leaves.
This map, it has some
Lovers Rock. There's no way you predict
some value.
No idea. Mini slipped the net. Now there's problems and Crevice.
What other maps are there? I can't remember.
0-6 is not
Breeze, I don't like it on Breeze, to be honest.
the rest are coming through. They couldn't
You return from corporate marketing purgatory. I was saying that kill trips. I was thinking about kill trips and like this idea that I basically just kind of negated the idea of kill trips in my head. But then I was thinking maybe it's just the fact that like because I don't think people are gonna get revealed by kill trips very often anymore. But I think that once a trip is hit, you should be spamming immediately, right? I think that's probably the way that you use kill trips now. Is it's more just a tool for info to spam off of, I guess. I think it's just hard to get kills with trips that are gonna full reveal. In ranked, I probably, I don't know. I think even in ranked it can be difficult. Timing queue for phantom spams, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that makes sense.
feels mad already. Plant's gonna come in. Mini with Molly still sitting up towards heaven. BBL looking to try and find.
I think teams aren't playing the retake cam enough. Like even on Haven, it's really annoying to watch when teams play retake C and they just fucking open the camera before the retake. Like they're like opening for info. It's like you have the info isn't gonna affect the round, and it's like I haven't seen someone open a cam and retake like this year. Like it's so annoying.
Stone forward. He can slip away now. Glyph then left.
The macro's solved, bro.
Comes in to buy time actually. He's gonna do well to stall. Martin's even gonna find Rose, that's the flank gone. Now all eyes turning towards that CT side. What? And gone. Now all eyes turning towards that CT side. What?
I mean, he can't win, can he? It's Martin. Oh, he's got... He gets shortied here. I guarantee it, he gets shortied. I watched this clip. I remember. Jump in, shorty. See ya. Performance check-in. Oh, over kickoff. One. I think it should say rounds won versus rounds lost. What does this mean? Third best event performance in VCT. What does this mean? I don't know what that means. Can anyone know what this means? Lowest number of rounds in a series. Win rate compared to past VCTs. Must be round win rate. Honestly, I might have to give feedback on this because I don't even understand what it means. I think this should say... It should just say rounds versus rounds lost, I think, would be much simpler. Or you just get rid of this. I don't know. This is... Yeah, I think, yeah. Something feels wrong. Something feels wrong. I think the rest is fine. That felt third. And then we get a Toxie straight after. BBL's only a 20% retake on this map. The worst kickoff in EMEA. Okay. As the eco, we skip a Reno. Waylay all opener in case there's any... Ooh. Okay. That's nice. So the Waylay ult can be used in combo, but if nothing happens, you just get the site for free. But what's going on? It's crazy how, like... It's not greedy necessarily, but it's like crazy how they don't even need to put any numbers in at all. The no senti, I think that's something too. It's a no senti comp. No senti. Brimstone post plant comp. And we've seen almost no mid pushes from BBL. It's the first one that I've noticed. Ah, that's nice. Oh.
The plant's not in yet. It's in the hands of Starzo, who's sat back deep. Creven gonna catch Mini on the push-up. Still to be done, and Martin's still alive. There is still problems.
You're all...
Having to work in unison. People gonna be spotted.
It's awkward. It's awkward. It's like if I'm the Rock, I want to use this ult, but it's like kind of awkward.
Will come through now, but
yeah, LaRock was backing away. Oh,
the
no,
timing. 17 HP now for Lover's Rock. Operator in hand and herded away.
Does he expect this from Martin?
Honestly, comms, I have no idea. You're asking, like, honestly, I'm not very good at giving advice about when it comes to, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. If you enjoy playing in a team environment, then you should continue. If you... It feels like you're in your own head a little bit. You're in your own head. So you should continue to play on a team because you need to figure that out.
To find Rose. Again, I didn't see exactly where the paranoia was sent from Loiter, but I believe it may have caught on multiple people.
What do you think about Liquid basically accepting they lose to Fnatic on Abyss and Corroded and cheesing them with comfort picks? I mean, it worked, so it's good. I think Lohan said it best. When you do it, you look like and you win, you look like a genius. If it fails, you look like an idiot. But the reality of that situation is that this is one of the things where like I wonder about is because Neon and Waylay as a combo is just kind of fucking disgusting. So it's like they're cheesing, but it's like they picked the best possible way to do it. So it's like you gotta give them credit for actually choosing the correct thing to do. Is your cam following you? Yes, it does that, and it's spooky, and I need to turn it off, and I forget to turn it off, and I thought I turned it off.
It's unreal.
Considering how bad my setup looks, my camera is actually stupidly expensive. Shout out to Obspot for sending me the camera, #ad. I wish they sent me the different camera though, it doesn't follow me around the room.
In-game leadership of Sarzo, it's been to activate him, give him that freedom, that play-in that's worked incredibly well. He's hunting again here.
Time to jump.
Am I still being held captive? No.
Slower approach here. From mates. And still want to remain diligent here in this anti-eco. The Rock actually does have a guardian, so still.
It's anti-eco, honestly. I'm not. Okay, it's anti-eco they want, so how did they lose?
Happy to roll the dice. Try and make something happen. I think now you can probably agree with
Fake B.
feeling a little rattled.
30 seconds left. Let's see if they can bring this back together. I mean, 5 to 7
They saw nothing.
could be manageable.
Why?
The way Martin's
Where's the drone?
plays back.
Time to jump.
Droning against eco? What are we...
Approach here from mates.
I mean...
Still want to remain diligent here in this anti-eco.
Droning against eco and then knowing you don't have a drone and faking B and walking into A seems like a pretty bad call for an anti-eco.
Still sheriffs elsewhere other than again BBL. Be happy to roll the dice.
Yeah, I think just a little bit silly.
I just don't see it happening. This guy is just so confident for the right reasons. Oh, he's just unstoppable. Running through them.
This Astra Smokes looks a little bit bad.
Martin's playing.
Is it bad?
I just don't see it
Or is it just how Astra Smoke works there? I feel like a player shouldn't be able to drop from heaven like this. And be like, not seen.
creating space, but with 10 seconds, there's Mini and Beepo's option.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of bad anti-eco from
Up in hand.
mates, honestly.
No ultimates for mates. Only LaRock.
As an IGO, like, I can't, like, can you ask me that question on Discord, please, RVK? Like, I'm trying to focus, like, I can't, like, I like answering questions, but it's not, I'm trying my best to, if I can,
Again, no commitment of this
focus on the VOD a little bit more, and I'm answering some, but that's, like, a very deep question.
sort of proactivity.
So I would recommend going to my Discord and asking there, and I can answer there.
Is actually credit to BBL to
Because I'm only on halfway through map 2, and how long have I been streaming?
on the side of Gentlemates. Even
2.5 hours almost.
solo anchoring, yes, but
Like that, and they're really trying to Lovers Rock. He's dived forward.
It's almost like because your question's kind of good, it's like hard for me to answer.
similar sort of thing. He confirms the fake.
Why doesn't mates just keep going B? Like, it was working for them. I don't understand. Why have they swapped their idea?
Taking him away. Loiter now noted has the back-to-back side, but it's Lovers Rock. He's dived forward. Starzo on the other side could be dead here. He is. That's the spike in front.
Seems like a bit of a weird finish to this half.
The drop. Say, try and punish that.
Now they go B, but it's kind of obvious at this point, isn't it? The B hit, you do have the stronger side. Your TP,
Creven is hard anchoring towards this side.
that's kind of cool. I don't know. I guess it's like the camera happens and they peek off of it. It's kind of interesting.
It was rock here this time around, though. Very curious setup, maybe expecting a bit of a burst on.
I mean, the drone just hits. Like, I guess that happens most of the time.
Oh my god, he stuck around. Martin thinking he could
He doesn't want to TP out because he's so far away, which is kind of nice from Lover's Rock.
to be the case. Who brought back down
If he was really good, he'd be faking TP and getting another one out, but
reality has been
I don't know if he's got the actual timing to do that.
different.
He needs to get another TP down. Like, he needs to get a TP down right now.
Loss of Martin.
I understand him wanting to hold the angle.
And the drone coming through and immediately two bodies.
Oh my
So what happened here? Why are we immediately smoking?
Mate's going to try and punish that. Reading into the fact, maybe Craven is hard anchoring towards this side of the map.
Oh, Brim smoked this.
Time around, though.
It's kind of shit.
Very
Brim smoke here is like the most bait thing I've ever seen.
focused on this. Oh my god, he stuck around. Martin thinking he could walk on water, not to be
The choke point. The orb.
Yes.
Yeah, forced to.
I like this from Loiter. I was thinking about this. This is why I was thinking about Loiter here. I was like, why didn't he just come to here? The Brim smoke was a little bit weird, so I guess it makes sense. And then he just comes back. Kind of risky timing, I guess, but
Deep angle here, though.
I like this is like when I was talking about Paper X earlier in terms of like faking and stuff and them always having deep info. It's like these kind of little things.
that one. Yep.
I mean he needs to run away. I don't know what he's doing. Okay.
Oh man.
He really wanted info, didn't he?
Loiter. This guy is playing fine margins. I guess he's buying as many seconds as he possibly can. He's playing a dangerous game. Oh, gonna come down 47 seconds left. Plenty of time.
Astro to plant on the bridge.
Sorted. They read into this divide, they might do. They're standing guard
Oh,
though. Oh, they've actually baited him in.
oh, where they was nice. Yep, easy for BBL.
Could be. We're gonna have to wait and find out if it comes true. Up to look, they map 2. Gentlemate's looking good. Martin is sitting on 19.
You'd think I'd certainly think that, wouldn't you?
But then
Oh, what do you mean the plant? What's the
I don't necessarily.
what's the fuck? Ha 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 ha. What am I? How often do those anti-jet waylay trips work out? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. It's a good question. Do you think any nerfs buffs coming in stage 1? Yeah, I think we should get an waylay nerf. If I was Riot, I'd want a Euro nerf. I don't know if anything else needs changing drastically. I think a soft touch to Neon would be nice, to be honest.
Gentlemate misreading ever so slightly, but
The ult system. Is it? I don't think the ult system is bad. I think that I do think there is maybe an issue, and I'm not 100% sure about the economy status being so risky on round 3. It feels like round 3 can determine games in a way that it probably shouldn't. I think that the ult snowball cycling stuff I think is actually fine. I think that the problem is economic rather than ult economy, I think. But this is me, like, this is just my, like, gut feeling and not something that I've thought about deeply. Sliggy wants to remove ult points to help combat snowball. But I think the snowball comes more from the economy than the ults. Like, the reason, like, because you have ults early, you put people onto eco more, is the point, I think. Not the other way around, I think. Ult snowball's fine, teams already jog shit with it anyway. Yeah, that's true. I mean, teams aren't very good at... teams aren't the best at kind of using ults right now.
in terms of the clock itself.
I think honestly, like, there might be something to do with the outlaw, I'm not sure. I think the outlaw is causing a little bit of a problem economically. But mostly, I've always thought that round 3 feels a bit rough. There's something, and then on top of that, obviously, because they're ults in the game, things can kind of crescendo in a way. So I think it's more economic than ult.
And I think, well, BBL.
Teams have figured out what to buy round 2 to anti-kill was having a buy on round 3. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, that's the FPX buy. It's literally 3 years old at this point, maybe 4 years old. Teams not doing that buy are crazy, in my opinion. Or at least there's probably a variation of FPX that might be better now. But like that was the foundation, I think, of like a good start to the game, I think.
Very different outcomes here. Potentially a 9-3 on the cards. So the BBL now with in terms of their pistol.
FPX with a shotgun on defense. I don't like the Fnatic one with Marshall. The reason why Bosa bought the Marshall a lot was just because he wanted to not get eco. It wasn't because it was good. I hate the idea of buying a gun that's like 900 credits or whatever it is, and then throwing it away the next round. Like, it's not very good.
A chance to maybe equalize.
He's like, bro, but I'm farming. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want you to have fucking ult orbs, you noob.
He's been great in pistols. Already keeping his eye on this one. Cage up. Gonna note presence. Goes for a spam, but Creven's through. He's fast. Working up the paranoia that.
Oh, I like this idea. I remember seeing it. Like, faking the A split to catch the timing here is really interesting. It's nice and interesting. It's kind of cool.
Came in. That was from Loiter. He's gonna get himself heaven control.
What are these? What are we doing though?
Damage on the way though, down to about 37. Sights in their hands, but again,
He actually taps the spike. I saw a different team do this strat, or maybe it was mates as well, where like they fake this and then they got a kill here. Was that Team Liquid against Fnatic? Oh, Team Liquid did the same thing. It seems like an overcook now. This is just an overcook. A pure overcook. I feel like you get this timing into here and you just be split, don't you?
On the way though, down to about 37. Sights in their hands.
Planting here is risky because they could just be flooded backside with people, I guess.
But again, gentlemates, we saw it in those statistics earlier.
MIBR? I think it was Team Liquid. I think it was Team Liquid.
Cancelling on yeah, the roller gonna get much left. Looking to try and re-clear middle, probably joined by Starzo in a second. Lovers Rock has his hand.
Yeah, Martin's doomed.
Three players. There's no way he's gonna come out on top of that one. He's not. So,
Planting in the deep corner. Oh, I guess this plant is for Link too, right? Because Martin was here, so this plant is open for Link as well as here. So that kind of makes sense.
No, basically 2.5 left standing here for BBL. Plenty of
Loiter. I love watching smokes. I love not smokes players, but I love watching players. You can see them thinking. Oh, Lovers Rock, yeah, Lovers Rock, sorry. Like look at him. Like you can tell. This is the thing about also watching Valorant sometimes. I know it sounds very poetic, but like Valorant is its own language, right? And so even though I can't speak the same language as some of these people, or like even communicate with certain people around the world, I can see exactly what they're thinking. Sometimes, like this doesn't have to be an English person speaking person. Like I know how they're thinking, you know. It's kind of just funny to me. He's like, yeah, maybe we go here because then we get to like maybe burst inside it. And he's like, yeah, but if we do that, then we don't have like we've only got 3 players alive, so we need to do something a bit more weird. And he's like, yeah, but this doesn't make any sense at all. I don't really know what I'm doing anymore with the smoke. Let's just go normal. All of that just to get fucking saturated.
He's committed. What does he do then? There's no contingency to get him out of that situation. So
doesn't the tap fully say that you're looking for something across the map? The tap says we're planting the spike, and in the duration in which they're planting the spike, or I think they're planting the spike, they think that it's a. I think that's so. I honestly think they should just be split with the strat though. They shouldn't have even tempted fate going up here. They should have had one person here, maybe. Probably a Euro, if possible. Being the faker with a TP here. This person runs back. These two go up here. It would have been kind of cool. Maybe a bit of an overcooked strat, but kind of interesting. Which player do you think had the best individual performance so far across all regions? It's really hard to not say Martin, isn't it? After those two finals, it's kind of hard to not say Martin. Happy Way? I haven't watched China. Happy Way? I mean, it's Astra stats are phenomenal. I mean, Happy Way is fucking farming, to be fair. A 250. When I said best Astras in the world, like, I don't know what Happy Way's doing, but if he's shooting his gun that hard on Astra, then fair enough. That's a fair play. Bro, I've missed that. I've missed out on that there. Do you think Mate should have won versus BBL? I don't know. I've not like I think that Mate's probably should have won first map. Patman? I mean, Patman had some good games, to be fair. He had that one game.
Maybe conscious of just getting full shield on the rock, he only likes shield.
APAC. Danby's stats in final wasn't amazing, but I feel like Danby's just Danby.
Happy to tuck in here.
I mean, Alpha was pretty good too. Alpha's... Alpha was Alpha. Who's the most consistent PRX player? That's a good question. It might be Defy. But I don't know. All of them have like, I think, yeah. I think Forsaken probably. I think Jing was low key maybe the most important last year for them. I guess Ilya was kind of, yeah. I think something probably was, but I think Jing was like the second most important probably. Jing's raise last year was so important for Paper X. What?
He's got 5 players here. They're full contact up. He got now. It's the first sign of committed utility, but not going to spot anyone. So again, going in a little blind here. People still happily committed towards.
It's kind of cool. Just full contact.
BBL would have to be on a swivel to clear this comfortably.
I've got. Why is it? Oh, he's got a stinger. Yeah, kind of ran over at this point. I didn't watch. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not really paying attention. What Mate's done so far? First gun round, they just walked on to B. Oh, BBL, sorry. Wait, what? What? Huh? What happened? Why do they keep doing this nonsense? Oh my god. Bro, this becomes a flank to win the round. You don't fucking go back A. This then becomes pointless. This happened last time when they were playing against Vitality. They were doing this shit. It was really weird. Because, like, if they go this way, like, obviously this is getting hard cleared. Like, it doesn't make sense. Why are they so nervous about a B post plant? A 5v4 B post plant? No, thank you. We're gonna go A. Yeah, I don't even want to watch it. That's a good timeout. That's a solid timeout.
Potentially, some of those issues.
The timeout should be, can we just not do that again? Just don't do that.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Now, I guess the question becomes then, is there a leader amongst that BBL side to bring them back on page? Remind them who they've been so
Up here, map.
Yes. Players who've been there, who've been to champions. Hell, who've won
What?
champions, and you can see the difference
What is the point of that saturate?
already. The
What a waste of a saturate.
staying. For BBL,
I thought Servo was about to come in. I was about to see a fucking triple kill Hunter's Fury Robin Hood across the map.
different player on the side though. This time Glyph gonna hop up and down. Does make a meal of that shot. So Lovers Rock rewarded. Now Plant should be up next.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, Marty's been caught. Hold on. Yep, staying.
What is the B hold?
Hell, who've won champions.
Oh, they have saturates. They can't hold B. Like, what are they gonna do?
For BBL, information noted going direct. They should read this layering. It's similar to before.
Stunned.
Different player on the side though. This time Glyph gonna hop up and
That's kind of crazy. I don't think Glyph can do this. He needs to wait for these two to come out, and then he can play. But
down. Does will not exit this guess, but
It's a pro. Mate, looked.
he looked gentle mates. Who they can get things rolling. This game back on.
they should lean into Neon Whaley on a lot of maps. I'm worried Liquid think that some of the comps they ran around the Neon Whaley are good. Like, I think that they need to clean up the comps. I think, like, the Sky with the Neon Whaley is not good.
Experience
Um,
matters. Big performers from
Like,
some of
make those comps into like real kind of optimal comps where they're actually gonna have loads of good ideas instead of just like the cheesiness. The Sage was actually kind of interesting though, but
put to bed asleep. Just unaware.
Tucked in.
why everyone like Mini this much?
Man, like, what's going on here? Lovers Rock gonna have
Hey.
nuclear, or one of them's got to step up to the
Oi.
test. It is messy though. The Rock thriving in the chaos. Gets on the unbelievably dead. Beepo.
Beepo.
Taking a walk in middle
Beepo.
14. That's Creven probably dead.
I say Bippo, but
He is
Beepo is cool.
absolutely put to bed asleep.
The fuck are these start? What the fuck are these smokes?
Just unaware.
Tucked in. Now a
Oh, gets on the
5v4.
forehead there at that point, man. Like, what's going on?
This map's over, right?
Gonna have to go nuclear, or one of them's got to step up to the test. It is messy though. The Rock thriving in the chaos.
No.
A little reminder of who they once were. Doubling down, gets the information, looks towards heaven. Glyph's there. Still, don't think Beepo and Starzo and Glyph are going to go down without a fight.
Much pacey here from BBL, but now backs against the
Mini was punched by Yinsu.
Okay, but Beepo's still breathing. Can he make something happen all the time?
Mini was punched by Yinsu.
Damage.
their approach.
Nuclear.
They lose this map?
BBL now digging into the back lines.
They lose? Thank you very much, Zoltux. Do you enjoy Breeze? Mains being so attack sided makes the map very boring for me. It's just permanent attacking. Mains being so attack sided. The mains aren't super attack sided, in my opinion. I mean, B main's just a B main, but A main's not super attack sided.
Essentially,
I think the map in general is better on defense, isn't it?
no commitment on the spike just yet.
It is like an exec heavy map though. There's not too much to default.
Handling mid. Lovers Rock got a scope. Trying to make
The nest makes things complicated if you want to be complicated, but
Creven
um
trying to keep his attention here. A lot of time burnt up already though.
They don't continue. I thought he might have tried to work a little further. Maybe trying to be a little bit more evasive with these kind of repetitive B hits. Maybe trying to set a little different start.
do you think energy was shifted to double juice for Santiago?
Not really creating many question marks though. Stars
I think if Kiko can play Neon, the Neon Waylay for them would be pretty good. The issue is that Ethan has to perma play smokes, which I think he's might be resistant to, but is necessary. And then it'll be interesting to see how they play double duelist, because we've not seen them really play double duelist much, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they're actually
Like I don't see them the same as I do like G2, where like I think G2 really adapts to it really well.
that he went down on this, but 38 seconds. I'm keeping my eye on the time.
And the spike. Trevor elsewhere going to find Mini.
Okay, it was just low buy-ish.
All the Hunter's Fury for Rose.
Yeah, let's see if that gets
Okay,
brought into effect.
okay. Little fight arena.
This could be the same.
Why is our Bippo?
Brawl we saw at the beginning.
Bippo? Optimal macro, by the way.
This is now getting sketchy.
Bippo. Beepo. Beepo, Beepo.
It's the remix.
It's the remix to Beepo dying with the OT.
Has already
Hot and fresh out of a main kitchen.
and the scout to claim, and I can see the
Stars are looking lost in the smoke. Gonna drone for information.
in this. A re-clear from Starzo with this
Why? Like, why? Why?
having a little look through.
Yeah.
Sees nothing
I'd leave the coaching booth, honestly.
on
I'd be like, you're 16-8, but you just did that. You're fucking benched. Beepo, you're benched.
That could be a nice feint. They could start toying with these expectations, right? They've set this sort of idea. There's going to be these B hits, which is going to cause these rotations. But does Martin get caught, or does he punish? Oh, Martin again stands guard, but can only do
A decent util here to make
This, I saw Starzo do this, and I was like, it looks kind of cool, but it's not good, is it? I feel like this should never reveal. Oh, it did actually get tagged. And then he's Vandal spraying through a smoke. GG.
like what they very late here.
Mates, man, you fucking idiots.
It's still an advantage here, but again,
Brimo, Euro, oh, Weleo. One off? Weleo, sub. I mean, they got ults here, which is kind of annoying, but let's see if they use their ults well.
especially with the way BBL are playing the last few rounds at least, Larocque able to actually get all the way into this smoke.
I mean,
I don't think this fake's really paying off.
I'm sorry. What is going on? Why is there two people? What? It's 1 minute 28 and there's two people entering different sides of the map at the same time.
All the way into this smoke.
Yeah, but I don't think this fake's really paying off.
There's no fake, Lauren. There's no fake.
Able to actually get all the way into
There's no fake. They're both faking.
smoke.
Yeah, but I don't think this fake's really paying off. What is that?
They got people everywhere.
You had no right to grab.
It's the famous go kill.
That kill. Bebo goes down and they're trying
It's on. Honestly, there's something. There's something here I like. There's something going on that I like. But I'm not smart enough to ever come to this rationally.
The last few rounds at least, Larocque able to
I
actually get
don't-
all the way into this smoke.
I don't know what's going on.
Fake's really paying off. What is that? You had no right to grab that kill. Bebo goes down and they're trying to close down on the kill, but I think Lover's Rock is out of there. He is.
In the map, stumbling for
Good find there from Trade. Okay, Kreven does go down,
I think I gotta save this round for plat chat.
BBL again.
but look at the ult side.
I think I need to save that for plat chat, I think.
It's still an advantage here, but again,
Fake insights to get mid control. Yeah, pretty much.
moment, especially with the way BBL are playing.
Beepo, no. Oh. Yeah. 3A push. Yeah, there are some absolute mess sometimes, isn't there?
What can they piece together here in round 20?
I mean, Waylay ult and Sova ult. They didn't even need to use Waylay ult or Sova ult. It's mental.
There's the first, right? You've drawn it out. Oh, nice hinder as well on top. And they're just not being able to dig.
Why do I feel like they've won this round? Oh god, they've used both for this post. Not the prettiest post.
BBL's utility is up. It felt like
Gaps in
the way exactly that right now.
This is the future. This is how Valorant should be played.
Focus in on this. A weird like, I mean, what do we see them do?
Wait, this is off too. Look, they're doing an A main push, but look. So they smoke. Martin's flashing through, but Mini's already through. Watch. Mini's through? He's flashing Mini. I don't... Recon's kind of nice. It looks like it doesn't... It looks like... I don't know. Okay. They have ults. They have 4 ults. If they get kit... I don't love that Beepo is here with... Like, he's too important of a player to lose. I want Glyph to be this player, and I want him to be back here. And so if Glyph gets a kill, and then we have players ready to retake, then we can use ults and shit if we want to. But right now he's in a position where, like, he ain't gonna get out, I don't think. Okay. Oh god, they use both ults there. Okay, 4v2. Okay. Oh.
And they don't have a lot of armor here, right? It's weaponry. Found the first clean as well. And they don't have a lot of armor here, right?
Nah.
This is still manageable all the time. And he's getting confused. He's trying to get fast and loose with this one pretty much. Oh my god.
I would never, as a coach, I would never watch. I mean, I wouldn't watch this round ever anyway because of anti-eco. But as soon as we're probably here, I probably stop watching the round, honestly. Like here, I stop immediately. I'd skip this. Like every time. There's a reason I was skipping it, you know? Like I'm not, like it's just an instinct. Yeah, Genomate's probably, I don't know. When the map was 12 Kravencool was out, the coach saying that what should I do? I'm not hitting anything. The whole team, including coach, fixing else. I think he's done a good job. They pick him up to focus on comms info and he drops 28 next map. I think Rose really needs to accept that, like, he's had some really good games this year, like really good games, but ultimately he's like, there is a reason why his stats have never been fantastic. It's because he's IGLing a team that like doesn't need him to perform to like that higher level. Like he doesn't need to be like, he's got players around him. He just needs to be the IGL. So it's probably a good learning experience for him. But like I don't. It's a weird one, right? I think IGL's getting to this weird spot where it's like if they have a really good game, they like start believing that they can be really good, but it's like that's not really your job. Oh, Creven, not Rose. Oh, Creven. Oh. Okay, that makes more sense. I mean, Kraven did have a bit more of a quieter, but even him too. I'd say almost the exact same thing for Kraven, honestly. Like his job on Cypher is not really the same as the other people's.
The lesser purchase
Like,
team
like I said earlier on Haven, like his job on C is very different to the rest of the team's
after
job.
success in
Like,
the previous.
it is mostly like you've got LaRock, Lovers Rock, and Noitz on your team, and the team is building around those players in the first place. Like these three players are in positions to get more frags. Like,
Seeing what Lovers Rock can get
yeah.
done with this op.
So yeah.
Probing towards mid now.
I do think obviously someone like Kraven should be like getting more frags than Rose though.
Space on A. Still a bit of a question
But
mark.
yeah, his job isn't
Necessarily here to
the same.
get a feeler.
They're trying to go.
Oh.
Laurent can get out of here.
So space on A. Still a bit
Yoru server ult.
of a question mark.
Got Yoru server ult.
Get a feeler.
It's kind of a cute idea, but I'm like, they got 3 ults. Like, do they really need to go for this?
Laurent can get out of here, but yeah, he completely nullifies it.
Thoughts on Heretics misusing comeback? I can't be bothered to talk about Heretics. I don't know what to say anymore.
Kraven down as well. Hold on. This is recovery for Laurent. He needs to get out of there with the spike.
Don't even spam into the smoke. Just leave. See that
I think they just need to figure it out for stage 1. Like,
instantaneous from
I would hope that a team had enough time in the off season to figure out their identity, but like,
Ults, they've got everything they need.
it's basically a stage 1.
Points is alive. It's got-
If stage 1 looks like kickoff, then there, you know,
I mean, Lovers Rock's going to be on a really deep angle with this operator as well.
there has to be like a bigger conversation, I guess.
Right there, that has to be at the forefront
Okay, 3v5.
of their minds. We have not had eyes on B. They could be anywhere, but I like they're trying to play the.
I have no idea if the 3 regions are playing at similar levels. I feel like EMEA is generally a bit weaker, to be honest, but
Yeah, and look at
it's
the
difficult to say.
the careful nature in which they're trying to approach.
There's also 4 regions, by the way.
Martin, that will clear back some of these. Like, nah,
Was he
wait,
spotted?
I don't know if he got spotted. We need to see it from his POV. Loiter. Does it
He
get
was not
cleared?
spotted.
He was not spotted, but he does get found regardless. Starzo, great work, Laurent.
Okay.
For flawed rounds. It's just the two rifles.
Now playing retake B.
Things here in round 23. Another map right down to the wire between these two teams.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Lovers Rock going fact finding.
What are they gonna do here? What's this?
What he needs out of it. They've got sight, but it's these retakes.
Oh, BBL. As soon as they know a site's retake, man, they do some shit, man. Like, they'll push here, and then this guy will be lurking up.
Saw some
Like, they've got this protocol where like, they make loads of noise here, and then this guy gets the timing.
very active post plans from
But
the
we're
Versus.
seeing...
Vitality, but mid out of the question right now.
Mini? Stolen Valor?
Now this is interesting. Kreven's position's quite nice here, but gotta be careful how he's.
If you're gonna steal Valor, then I accept that you know, if you're really good, then you're allowed to steal some Valor. Like, you're allowed to steal some Valor, but it's a bit cheap.
Apparently makes it work well. Wait, that's a classic, bro. Calm down, Starzo quickly puts him out of the situation. As now the gap closed. A bit of a trade out of space, right? The Rock. He was hindered, but there's a bounding Martini. You know he wins those. Lovers Rock now. 1v2 Starzo's.
Just
Can someone tell me what this says? You what?
the exchange back and forth here in the last few rounds. Absolutely insane winning. Crucial kill Starzo. From the
Together we will sing. Okay. All together we chant.
chance from mates to get in behind back that maybe now up to third.
They did have to use ults there. They used a lot of ults. LaRock is 1 away. I mean, they just need to get a main orb.
Performance from him.
Minute, like, this is nice from it. Taking the orb to deny the Whaley ult. Beautiful. Rose should know that you have to spam this part, but
Will it be enough here to win in regulation? Rifles back on both sides here. Full purchase actually.
Beepo
Beepo.
playing a little bit deeper this time.
Beepo.
Needs to be careful to not get caught. Has Glyph by his side.
The Craftwell and Saturate at the same time. You usually hope to not see
Three
2 pieces of util.
already
Starzo.
coming over.
How do you miss this?
3 players.
Why is he jiggling? Why is he moving?
The on B late.
That's why your IGO should be banning up.
Starzo had an operator bearer in mind, but people still holding onto the site. Could have been outnumbered.
Oh
but he
god.
actually land it. Does he get to keep his life? I think he does. Martin's expecting this flank, but now so does Crew. Creven's got to know it. He's on the other side here. 3 players. Get out of here. Starzo had an land it. Does he get to keep his life? I think he does. Mart's ready to swing him. Side gets lost in exchange, however.
Great decision making.
The Rock gets the ult with the plant.
Wait. Deal with the threat. Now puts him in a 4v4 situation.
Yeah.
Limited tools. LaRock want to potentially
GG.
sway this back in BBL's favor.
Let's see
Any take on Boaster opening?
a lot of bodies, and I think they
I mean, Boaster's actually pretty competent with ult.
close here. Can't quite back away. Glyph gonna fight forward. Rosa gonna catch. Swing though comes in from Lover's Rocket. He goes down. Martin now with
Wait, why was Starzo opening this round?
Perfect response. Martin now up.
They overbought and he dropped an ult somewhere.
Insane performance from him.
You motherfucker, like, why is this guy not got an ult? Sure. Why wouldn't you just play B ult here? You've got a push on A main and you just play an ult on B. Bebo needs to be comfortable ulting, surely. Like, what? Yeah, I don't understand that. I think not having the ult B here is kind of crazy.
playing a little bit deeper this time.
I like the heads-up play of having an extra ult on the ground because they've got all the money to do it. But
Ready on B. Get out of here. Starzo had an operator bearer in mind, but people still holding on the bodies. And I think Rosa gonna catch. Realize this, but they're already pretty close here. Can't quite back away. Glyph gonna fight forward. Rosa gonna catch. Swing though comes in from Lover's Rocket. He goes down. Martin now with boots on the ground, trying to close towards the site. 3v3 post plant. The Rock. You can see it, the panic, the pressure, and a 1-for-1 trade. Oh, then comes in. He's going forwards. Lighter. He's going to Rose. He's going to fight. It's all down to Bebo here. OT surely beckoning. Bebo, he can't get
sorry, I was even just paying attention to Pansy's casting.
on the ground.
Like imagine you're a caster.
Realize this, but they're already pretty close here. Can't quite back away. Glyph gonna fight forward. Rosa gonna catch. Swing though comes in from Lover's Rocket.
Like I can barely tell what's going on, so I don't know what's going on. Like she's obviously able to keep track better than me.
He goes down. Martin
But then here,
ground, trying to close towards the site. 3v3 post.
it's just her saying 3v3 post plant here for some reason is just like, I don't know. It's just good.
The Rock. You can see it, the panic, the pressure, and a 1-for-1 trade. Oh, then comes in. He's going forwards.
And then she goes up once. Yeah, it's just good.
We make it out of round.
In the count main, she just uses minimap. Nope. There's no way Pansy looks up here. No fucking way. She's looking here and like here and like I don't know. There's no way she's looking at minimap. It's the least. It's the last thing you should be looking at.
Make 32 and 15 for Martin.
My problem when I was doing it was I looked here too much.
Hey, Lloyd is catching up 20
Yeah.
as well. He's really
Because like you have to be very cognizant of what the viewer is seeing on their screen. There's like no, it's very hard to talk about stuff here. Like this is way more important basically.
alive, but we go back in BBL the defending
And so sometimes I was just talking about stuff and it's just like, well, they don't know what's going on. Like
side. Obviously, Gentlemate's on the attack. And Lover's Rock fancying his chances. This is where it gets dangerous. How long does he stay?
I think this stuff up here is like almost post round or like you are able to kind of in the mid round talk about it a little bit, but when action is happening, you don't talk, you don't look at them anymore.
Lover's Rock. Oh my
Overstays his
God.
welcome,
He actually
potentially.
has. This could be death. And I think he's luckily just about stepped away.
Oh look, mates went B.
Time. Bebo can't gap close fast enough. Bloody hell.
Imagine what the commentators were thinking in the buying PX PX3 CG. I mean, but that's so overwhelming and obviously overwhelming that I think a lot of the casting there is probably just laughing almost at the intent, or like keeping with the intensity of that, if that makes sense. Like, if the screen is hectic, the viewer finds it hectic too, so it's fine that you're like not able to explain everything, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Right down to the wire, but mates will find their way onto site.
Just a big what?
Double flank coming through outside A.
Yeah, pretty much. But like in moments where stuff is happening really quickly, but it's still really obvious. It's obvious to the viewer what is happening. I think that's where it's more impressive to me, if that makes sense. Because the viewer is like the viewer is able to keep up with that fast action in the last round, but it's really hard to for a caster to keep up with the pace of that. I think like it takes a a very skilled person to do that.
Finally dealing with the trip on site here. Still a weird.
But when it's so messy that the viewer can't keep up, then it's fine that I think that's my gut reaction anyway. I could be wrong.
But now you can see the Genomates get a bit nervous. We want to fight forward, and they do. Martin's connection towards Kreven's fantastic.
There's no play-by-play if the viewer doesn't understand what's going on.
Goes up above the firing squad down below. Mini's gonna get you two. Bebo's got you one, and now just love it.
13-12.
Martin going forward very quickly here.
I mean, they've seen this sort of stuff before, right? And he's set up for this.
Oh,
TP, bro.
Deary me, Martin. Yeah, okay. Decided that was as far as he was willing to go, which is probably.
Why did he put the clone?
certainly an opportunity there.
Opportunity.
Cam gets removed.
Oh, it's the same strat. They're just doing pistol strat.
Look how quickly they're up here though. Paranoia posted. Kreven chomping at the bit.
Yeah, he wants
One of these players needs to be watching this, man. Why are they so...
this space, but there's two players on this one. Way ahead of the flash though. Martin somehow walks the smoke and wins.
They're late now.
Works, but it does in his hands. And now a late look back towards B.
Well,
Bro, is he gonna die on site?
put in a corner once
This is one of those situations where I think it's fine to play retake.
Beepo, but a little bit disconnected. His eyes are trained on mid.
You know the lurk's not coming through anymore because Kraven's dead.
A little bit fruity inside these smokes potentially.
Yeah, trying to play to it, man. He's not backing away.
Yeah. Because he's site, Bippo tries to help. Beepo. And then they're down site. This is the kind of shit that like I hate right now. Like this unnecessary, man.
Mid. I think Cliff looking to get a little bit fruity.
Swinging in, Asper gets fast. Both the gap,
I think split BBL.
but in a way more to see Amish on side.
Yeah, maybe still just tick it back on side. I don't think Loiter's going to catch. She's looking to probe outside. I don't think Loiter's going to catch much in terms
I wonder if mates are gonna NB.
B side.
And to re-clear A now as well. Groot here, he can buy a bit of time, but is
Ended.
there anyone who can help him?
The timing's going to be awkward on these cages.
I don't know how long he gets to live. How is he still alive?
Wait,
And
what?
the attention gets split.
What happened for them to be take so long?
A bit of time,
Why are they not up?
but is there anyone who can help him?
The timing's going to be awkward on these cages.
It's weird.
I guess they can have those quick mid rotations, but Kreven's kind of screwed here.
Why is he not dashed in?
Rotations? Yeah, the only Steins.
Why is there no dash in?
Gentleman's just completely lost track of where they were.
Oh, they just went for contact again. I think it's because that contact play worked earlier, where like because they keep bursting, they're like, oh, we're gonna contact in and surprise them. But it just looked a bit weird.
Forward, gets taken down to 70, but at least I guess they've still got a step on the site.
Now the plant becomes awkward. BBL can back away a little bit here. Smokes will go up. No commitment to the spike plant just yet. Paranoid's perfect.
Really nice timing. LaRocca trying to do his best Martin impression, but his lover's rock getting off.
Now, just don't make. Like I said, without a second body clear. A fake from BBL until like Spike's halfway past being planted.
True. And it does feel like a double pump, right? Rose doing this, gonna spot at least Martin, force him away.
Info here was actually not bad.
That limits information.
But they're in already on A.
So it was kind of leaning this side, so they did bite on it. This was a really good fake here. Mini can buy a bit of time, but they're already on site. So plants can be coming in
Does that Molly do anything?
really well.
Nope.
Again, it's playing with those from regulation. It's gonna be coming in. Double faked worked really well. Again, it's playing with those expectations from
What? Loiter just fucking one-shots him through a smoke.
How did you see that one? I don't know if you can quantify the smoke, or it's just a bit of luck on their side.
The last thing they need. Now 4v5 for mates. Map 2 hanging in the balance here. Kreven still stays tucked in, Lauren.
He's playing a blinder here, Kreven. He was left to his own devices before. This time he gets cleared fast as well. Now Beepo, Starzo, Martin.
Beepo.
Martin once again. Be there. That's three. Maybe he is the one.
Okay, GG.
Just another step. Martin out of all players. Rose on the other side. Surely he's got him dead here.
Yeah, nice. I mean, yeah, I mean, BBL threw that round where they did the fucking ran the road strat. But, I mean, the push here, and then the 4v1. Right. What else we got? I'm honestly too hungry to probably continue. I know the games are kind of long, so I'm probably gonna. It's kind of a short one, but I'll probably do more tomorrow. I got Plat Chat. What time's Plat Chat usually? 4? I'll stream tomorrow late morning, probably. Maybe midday or the afternoon. I'll finish this tomorrow. I think. Although I would like to get to other games. What other games I've not actually watched much of? It's funny, I actually have notes on this map already. I don't know. It's a mess. There's so much Valorant to talk about that my head's probably all over the place. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'll continue this tomorrow and see how far we get to. But I'm gonna call it. I'm continuing EMEA. I gotta get through EMEA. Basically, until Plat Chat happens, we continue with EMEA. After Plat Chat, we can start looking at other regions. I think it would make most sense to go through. I honestly think it probably makes some sense to look at China, because I feel like I'm so out of the loop with China. The other thing is that I probably go for the upper bracket games first, then the middle bracket games, then the lower bracket games last, you know? I think it makes sense to give the upper bracket the respect it deserves. Raid Hero. Raid Hero. I will probably raid Hero, but let me just check if there's anyone else that I deserve. I owe a raid. Nope. Okay, I'll raid Hero. Right. Hero aim. Hero's been grinding, man. Right. See you guys in a bit. I'll be on tomorrow. If you got any questions for me, guys, go to my Discord. I'll answer questions there if I didn't answer stuff today. But yeah. Thank you all for joining. I'll be continuing tomorrow.